So she said she wasn't. Oh.
The UFC is back, and so are the boys. My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Perth fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. And boy, am I excited that fights are back, because September was kind of, and I know this is still September, but we had,
me up.
In a 4-week period, we only had 2 fights. Was it? It sounded like Green Day.
Wake me up when September.
Oh, I do. Yeah. See? Oh, look at me. I'm pumped. These upcoming fight cards, we're done with the ins and outs and the chaos that was off weeks. We have a foreseeable future of only good fight after good fight, and we kick it off this weekend with UFC Perth. Then we have UFC 320 next weekend with 2 title fights. Then we go to Rio, we go to Vancouver, then we go to UFC 321, and the streak continues. I'm looking forward to this run. Your boys will be here breaking down all these fights, and if you want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool for all of those fights, just go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's more than just some copy-paste picks and bets. You're also going to get full access to tools. We have a suite of tools. One of them is a fight simulator. This simulates fights 100,000 times and gives you the outputs of those simulations. We have a tape index. For those of you who like to do your own research and watch tape, we have it all lined up, ready to go for you, and not just for this card, but built out for the future as well. We have a data analyzer. In this, you select your event, then you select your fighter. It lines your fighter up with their opponent, every single meaningful statistic you can imagine, and then an interactive chart at the bottom so you can then streamline your data. You can add filters. You can say, how many significant strikes does this fighter land in losers, in wins, in losses, how many takedowns, etc. And you can deep dive the data. We also have betting tools like a line movement tracker. This will give you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. We have a prop hunter, a curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. All of that is available right now. And if you pay $10 $freaking.
Let me just say this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Because of your bullshit fucking telegraph fucking spiel that we hear every single week. Okay? My live streams have been absolutely fucking bananas.
For free.
Contender
that's the
Series streams. Contender Series streams. I think we've been up money the past five straight weeks. The last 2 live streams for the UFC, we've been absolutely fucking destroying it. If you have been on those live streams and you're not a premium member, just a little kickback for only $10 a month, I think I'm up over 30 fucking units on those streams, the past 7 streams we've done. How about a little fucking $10, sign it up, we appreciate you, Jacob. You know, something like that.
I'm with you. Didn't you put up a $25,000 parlay off of like a $5 bet or something? What the hell was it?
It was $14,000
off of what? $5 bet?
No,
yeah.
$25 bet.
Yeah.
And the $14,000. I said it on the stream. A lot of people tailed it. The streams have been killing it. We were up over $500 this last Tuesday as well. I know people don't bet like that, but I mean that's 5 units right there. It's been close to 30 units the last. It's been absolutely fucking insane. And can I also say this as well?
I'd love it if you did.
Shout out fucking Giordani. I see your hat on. I see my hat on.
I hate that we're wearing the same hat.
Nothing makes me feel better than I put on this one of the new shirts he sent. You can't see it, but it's engraved Young LA.
Oh, I haven't worn mine yet.
I put this on and I'm like, oh my, let me put my chain on. Let me put my hat on. I feel fucking swaggy in this Young LA. Shout out fucking Giordani. Every time I put a Young LA on, I fucking feel like I'm in the fucking zone. Feel like I'm walking through the San Antonio hood by myself. Because we haven't talked about that.
Which you did. We're not going back to Noche, dude.
Oh, we're going back to Noche.
We're not going back to Noche.
Because I'll say this one thing right here.
Yeah, I'd love it if you did.
I've been, if you guys can't tell by my voice, I've been sick this week, been a little bit under the weather. We kind of had to push this back. We were supposed to do it Monday. We pushed it back. It wasn't my fault last night, but I just want to kind of go through the stuff that I've been through just so people understand the person that I am. Number 1, Black Widow bite survivor. Number 2, Hurricane Irma survivor. The eye went right over us. And I just want people to understand the kind of person I am, the resiliency that I have. Number 3, 9/11 survivor. Okay.
You can't survive something that you weren't near.
I survived.
By that
today.
logic,
that
we survive all those Thai tsunamis too.
Add it to the list. Okay. Car crash survivor. Been a few car crash survivor. Walking through 2 miles through the roughest San Antonio hood by myself. Angelo said, go. There's no way you survive, buddy. Walking through, head nods. People showing me respect. Cancer survivor.
I was surprised it took you so long to mention that one. That's the only valid one.
Survivor. And now, I am proud to say, I am a 5-time COVID survivor.
You've got to go
that is the type of resiliency that I bring to this podcast week in and week out. Yeah, we might be down a little bit. We might feel like no. We're bouncing back. We're survivors around here, and that's what we do.
I would say getting COVID 5 times means you have a horrible immune system. You've just built up no antibodies for anything.
We've talked about this before, Angelo, but God gives his greatest test to his strongest soldiers. That's why he doesn't fucking test you. If you were Tim the Tap Man this past week, you'd be fucking dead. You hear about him?
No, what happened to him?
You know Tim the Tap Man? You know
I
the
do.
guy, the streamer with the tattoos and stuff? He found he was like having some like heart palpitations and was like feeling weird about it, so they went to the just like the med check or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, you need to go to the ER." They went to the ER and they classified him as AFib or whatever.
Yeah.
It's where your heart rate is like irregular, and he had to sign a waiver to literally stop his heart and shoot
to get
his
it back
heart, to get it back on a normal rhythm. And he's much younger than you, but you have the same fucking diet. Coffee, liquor.
I drink coffee once in the morning, but I don't pound energy drinks. I think all those dudes go nut. You're drinking an energy drink right now. I think all those dudes go nut.
I handle myself. Look at me.
Yeah.
I was hammering through COVID too.
I got Roni once, but I had no symptoms whatsoever. I only knew I had it because I was at a work event. Everybody got it, and it was right before Christmas. So my wife insisted that I get tested.
So people like you can just
cruise right through it. Nice, thank you so much for your
service.
service.
It for you.
It's got to be going around. My mom just had it too, so I think it's floating
Will
around.
says people will tell you anybody you shouldn't walk in the city. The funny thing about that, because we haven't talked about it on the stream, I talked about my stream, is I literally asked before I walked, because after Noche, first of all, I do need to know, where the fuck were you? I waited by the Uber area for like a half an hour, and you never came out.
Well, no, first of all, you just dipped. When it was over, you dipped.
No, I know. I said, I'm going out the VIP, and I went to the Uber. We had to wait for the Uber, so we went there the day before.
So I walked out, and then a couple people said hi and took a couple of pictures. Then I'm walking towards the Uber. I call you. You're like, I'm by the fence. I go all the way down, another picture. I don't see you at the fence. And I go, where are you? You're like, I'm walking. It's like,
no, I literally was out there for a half an hour. And then my Ubers got canceled twice. I'm like, fuck it.
Mine were just
It's a 3-mile walk. It wasn't like a midnight car. So I'm like, I'll fucking just walk to the hotel. What do I give a fuck? So I'm getting ready to turn. And it's just a straight shot. It's on fucking East Houston
literally
Road
on the
San
same
Antonio.
road, yeah.
Like, it's called like East Houston Road. If you look it up, it's apparently not a great road. But I asked the cops. I say, hey, if I walk 3 miles down this road, is that going to be okay? And the cop looks at me and goes, I wouldn't do that. And I literally was like, fuck it. Tucked the chain, took the watch off, and just fucking acted like I knew what I was doing. I was walking through the fucking hood.
I mean, it was funny because I kept trying to get an Uber. It kept getting canceled. You said you had already started walking. And then as I was like, all right, I think I'm going to walk. Then a couple of people were like, oh, Angelo. So then I actually like linked up with them. They were looking for scooters. A couple cool dudes are looking for scooters. I was like, are you heading the same direction I am? Let's just see who can get an Uber first. And then we'll all just whatever. So then we asked the cop, because I was like, dude, let's all walk. You know, there's 4 of us. Let's all walk. And every cop we asked said was like, they were very clear, that's not a good neighborhood. Don't do that walk. They were very clear, like, do not do that walk. So then one cop was like, go just cross the street and tell your Uber to pick you up over there. And then as soon as we did that, an Uber was on its way. So
cruising, man.
And then I didn't get it on the vlog because I was actually concerned for Jacob's safety because I was calling him and he wasn't answering, and I was like, uh-oh. And
because I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, I'm walking through I'm not going to be, like, just buried in my phone. Like, you got to be aware of what's going on. You see people, make eye contact with them, get a little nod, a little respect here and there. Honestly, you know what really has done me in, done number? Ever since I got this, man.
Yeah, the street cred for fucking, sure. Yeah.
Holy shit. Ever since I've gotten this, I feel like I can. And I try to tell people I'm welcome to any hood, and I proved it in San Antonio.
There you go. But what I didn't get in the vlog is literally I had the Uber driver, because Jacob did share his location, smart. So I just kept checking his location. I made the Uber driver, and we saw him. I was like, Jacob. I wish I videotaped finding him on the side of the street. That would have been a perfect end.
Yeah, and the worst part, honestly, was like a mile and a half into it. I was like so dehydrated from drinking all night and stuff. I literally felt like a little cramp in my ab, and I thought to myself, if push comes to shove, there is no way I can outrun this situation. I'm going to have to talk my way out of any situation right now because I cannot run. Because I feel like I can outrun most people in a normal situation. But right then I knew I'm just going to have to talk at it. But, you know, I never came to that because, you know, I am who I am.
Yeah, they were nervous. Listen, we got a couple of super chatterinos, and then we'll go ahead and break down these fights. Helio McClaudio, Angela. Oh, this is the voicemail voice. Angelo, it's your mother. Thank you for the $2 super chat. What he's referencing is somebody left us a message, and if you want to leave us a message, it's 866 we want picks. We have a $4.99 super chat. How's the salamander feeling? You look pretty good for a dude with Roni.
I am. I went to the gym today. Was able to I can still tell. I mean, my voice is a little bit scratchy and stuff. But last night was the first night I was able to get actual sleep since like Saturday. So that felt really nice because my throat's on fucking fire.
And then a $5 super chat from Johnny Castaneda, who typically is like high up there in the leaderboard, debating on going to the Ankalaev Pajeda fight. Are the floor seats worth the money? Never get the floor seats. The floor seats absolutely suck because of the view. You're literally in folding chairs, eye level, and at T-Mobile, it's like 20 rows of fold. You can't see shit.
We had elevated front row, and there was still a guy in front of us that when he stood up, we couldn't see. Remember that guy? How tall that fucking guy was?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, floor seats are the biggest scam running because you literally can't see. It's just a horrendous view, and they're wildly expensive. The only upside to floor seats is you get like your own bar. Like it has its own, you know, you don't have to wait in long lines. But do not get floor seats.
What she said.
There's probably no VIP available, but VIP is the greatest value. I mean, we should get a fucking sponsorship from that company that runs that shit. It's the greatest value running because you get your seats, and then you get like you get food and drinks, and it's awesome. Let's go ahead and break down these damn fights. Opening up the UFC Perth fight card, we have Brando Pericic taking on Elisha Ellison in a heavyweight fight right off the rip. Brando Pericic 4-1 in his career. 4-1 in his career and 4-1 in his last 5. This will be his UFC debut, taking on Elisha Ellison, 5-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Both of these guys making their UFC debuts. Before I break this down, let's go ahead and look at these odds. Brando opened as a plus 185 dog. He is now a minus 225 favorite. This line went bananas. And I saw it coming. I broke down this fight 2 weeks ago. I picked Brando. I bet on Brando, and the line was moving then. The reality is Brando Pericic might be a new name to you, but he has been around in the combat sports world for a while. He's been traveling the world, professional kickboxer. Been at that city kickboxing gym. He's a large, athletic guy that hits hard. He floats. He moves really, really well. He's a heavyweight, but he's got in and out. He's got great footwork. He's not just standing there bombing away like what we're going to get with Justin Taff in a little bit. That professional kickboxing experience has worked for him, but he also has random offensive takedowns as well. He only has 5 professional MMA fights, and in one of them, this dude's shooting takedowns and getting them. He's taking on Elisha Ellison. This guy is a retired cop. He is a part-time MMA fighter. He does private security, sort of just moonlights as his second career here. Ooh. He gets after it, though. He moves forward. He bombs away. He grinds takedowns. He can work in submissions as well. He's fast. He hits hard, and he finds finishes. I am not shocked that these odds have done what they did because I watched the fights. I watched the tape, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Elisha's going to come forward. He gets after it, but Brando has high-level professional kickboxing experience. He's traveled the world. He's competed for the last 20 years. He has offensive takedowns, and I don't know what his takedown defense is going to be, but it's not as if Elisha's a Division I national champion. So Brando's the pick. If you didn't hop on the money line when I placed it, there's not really a ton of value left, but you get a big, tall, athletic heavyweight versus a guy that's just kind of fighting part-time. Let's go with Brando here. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, Brando, I mean, in first round is plus 150. The under 1.5 is minus 220, and you got the favorite at plus 150 to get a finisher in the first round. I think there's a lot of value in that play because I
tried to get away from the microphone. Did that not work?
Uh-oh.
I got it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and I don't know if you're going to be able to... If you got the same thing I got, ain't no way you're surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no fucking way you're surviving what I went through, pal. You're not a fucking survivor like this. When Hurricane Irma came, where did you go? Fucking you ran, bitch.
I took my small children and protected my family like bitch. Any father would.
One kid at the time.
And a dog.
Yeah. How's that?
Oh, yeah? Yeah? You're going to ask about the dead dog.
It's been enough time.
It's been like a month and a half. It has not been that long.
You replaced them with 2 dogs now already.
Well, no. Well, the first we got before he passed, and then Tiffany did. You know what's
Yeah, a preemptive replacement, and then you got another replacement. Never in my life have I seen a double replacement before.
The preemptive replacement. That
dog didn't mean that much to you.
The preemptive replacement was a phenomenal idea because it made the whole thing a lot easier. You know what? You want to hear something sad? Let's bring the mood down a little bit. My oldest, they get Chromebooks in school now. And on the Chromebook, they can ask to talk to the counselor. I got to whisper because she doesn't know that I know. They can ask to talk to the counselor. And she kept asking. And then the counselor went to Tiffany hey, your daughter reached out. And so it's like, oh my God, why does my kid want to talk to? And then
what happened to patient counselor confidentiality?
I don't think that works with kids, but it was. She said that her dog died and she's having a really hard time with it. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, Jesus.
She's got 2 brand new dogs that are gonna be there for fucking.
She's
15
an old
years.
soul. She's an old soul. The little one doesn't give a fuck. The little one just moves on.
Grow up.
I could have replaced the dog with a hamster for the little one. The older ones.
Grow up. If she's holding on to that, the first guy to break her heart.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Holy shit.
And one of the moms met Tiffany oh, you're so-and-so's mom? And she's like, yeah. She was like, the boys really like her. It's like, I don't need to fucking hear this.
Did I hear no and then a slap in the background?
No slap. I heard the dog go, arr! The dog definitely bit something he wasn't supposed to bite. All right. You're on Brando.
I didn't even finish my breakdown. What the fuck? I barely even started my breakdown.
You said plus 150 first round
finish.
Yeah,
that's all I said was I think there's some value there. This guy, Elisha... This is a setup fight. He's not a UFC fighter. He's not UFC level. It should really only take a nice... Brando throws a nice 1-2 down the pipe. That's really all... This should be like the... this is a... When we watch the Contender Series fight, and I tell you guys this, the Contender Series fights are either somebody gets fucking smoked, or it's like that girl fight that we saw Tuesday, to where they're both terrible, that it turns into just an absolute fun brawl of a fight. This is a Contender Series setup fight that's not on Tuesday. It's on Saturday. This guy Brando should just throw a 1-2, hurt him, and then finish him. I'm on Brando, and we're probably going to play him first round finish, maybe under 2.5 minutes on Saturday stream to get real fucking rich.
There we go. You're streaming this card?
Why wouldn't I, Angelo? The momentum that we've had, where else would I be? At your house?
No, not for this, but UFC 320. I hope you come over.
I'd want to be around me too.
Hang out for 320 and then stream 321 since it's in the middle of the day.
Fuck that. I got everybody in the chat, everybody in the comments, depending on me. The street that we're on, say choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
That's that fucking train, bitch.
So stupid.
Hop on or get the fuck out of the way.
We're both on Brando. The DraftKings fantasy pricing, $8,800. Actually not crazy. That's a decent price for a dude that, in all likelihood, wins this fight and wins by finish.
That was the first bet I placed too. Usually I break down the entire card and then I go back and place my bets. I broke down this one and was like, oh, let me hurry up and place a fucking bet. Because then I saw yours, the line you got, and I was like, fuck.
It's already,
Damn it.
dude.
Yeah.
The worst part is
I got minus 180.
I am a little gun shy, but I broke down Brando when he was plus money. Like I broke him down at plus money, did the notes, then filmed the video, whatever, then went back a day later. I was like, I'm going to bet on him. And it was minus 120. I was like, damn, I missed the plus, but look what I got. Minus 225 right now. And it was minus 220 yesterday. So it is still moving.
Yeah,
We're both on him.
This is going to close fucking.
He should be one of the bigger favorites on the card. I mean, I guess we'll find out. He is a UFC debut and relatively untested, but they both are. If you want to check out every other...
talk about, too, how you got kicked out of the buffet in San Antonio?
I didn't get kicked
out
of the buffet. We didn't go to a buffet. That was a
breakfast buffet as well. That wasn't even fucking late night.
See, I don't eat breakfast, so that's a bad call.
You don't eat breakfast. Can somebody go to the vlog right now where you walked around and ate breakfast by yourself because you were so hungry you couldn't wait for me? Yes or no?
I did eat breakfast on the vlog.
I don't eat breakfast.
That
you
was
left me in my room to go get breakfast on your own and then claim you don't eat breakfast.
Okay. Two things. Okay. One, you texted me like, I'm not getting out of bed. Okay. And then I said, I'm going for a walk and to get food or something. And two, we were going to start drinking at 11 a.m. So yeah, I got fucking breakfast. If I'm going to drink all day, I'll get breakfast. But a normal day like today, I wake up at 5 a.m. and then I eat lunch at like 11.
You eat lunch? You have called me ordering lunch at
Sometimes
10
I eat lunch at 10 a.m. Depends how early I wake up. I'll wait till like...
That's breakfast, bitch.
Not when it's a sandwich
when
or
you
a burrito.
Eat at 10 a.m. and then you eat again at 2, that's breakfast and lunch.
No. It'll be 10 a.m. and then nothing till dinner. I know what the reputation
Say that
I
again
have.
with a straight face. You eat at 10 a.m. and then you don't eat until 5 or 6. Say it with a straight face.
That happened. I didn't eat today. I ate at 10:30 and I didn't eat again until 10 minutes before this stream. Not even a snack. Not even a snack. Okay? WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. You'll unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. Next week is UFC 320. Might as well unlock it now. Get UFC 320, UFC Vancouver, UFC Rio, the whole suite. $10. What are we doing? Wait. Super chat. Jake, you got my money ready? I think he's talking about your $500 offer.
Yeah, go watch. Lock of the Week's already up. Go watch the Lock of the Week video. If you guys want a chance at $500, go watch the Lock of the Week video. It's explained on there.
There we go. Next up, at UFC Perth, we have another local and another UFC debut who is also a considerable favorite. We have Michelle Montague taking on Luana Carolina. Luana Carolina 3-2 in her last 5, 11-4 in her career. She is on a nice little 3-fight win streak, taking on UFC newcomer Michelle Montague, undefeated at 6-0, and this is her UFC debut. Luana Carolina, somebody we've broken down many times before. She's got that awkward striking style. She's got decent takedown defense. She can be technical at times, but for the most part, not really clean, just more awkward than anything. In the clinch, though, she'll fire knees, she'll throw elbows. She's got that good takedown defense I mentioned at 74%, and she's coming off that decision win over Lucy Pudilova, where she gave up 2 takedowns, but she just landed more and got it done on the feet. She's taking on Michelle Montague, a UFC newcomer coming from the depths of hell from BFL and Bellator. She's going to head over as a big favorite, and those have been failing us in the past, but she should be a little bit different because the reality is, yes, she's 6-0, and yes, it's kind of a hollow record, but she has been competing almost her entire life on an international stage. She has been wrestling internationally. She has been competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments internationally, and that would make you think her striking sucks, but then she gets in the cage, they say, let's go, and she just gets after it, runs across that cage, starts bombing away. She can out-wrestle.
Again, real quick.
You don't even have to pull it back, just right through your chest.
Why are you punching like this?
It's for the camera. That's not what I'm doing. What are you talking about? You and I actually fought, and I lit you up. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, I didn't? It's on video. Not only is there
Type a 2 in the chat if I won. Type an 8 in the chat if Angelo won that fight. Let's just clear it up.
Not only did I beat you up and it's on video, you edited the video. So you gave yourself the most favorable edit you possibly could and still got beat up.
Seeing a lot of 2s.
Okay, well, okay. There's a lot of fucking idiots in this world. Listen, I'm picking Michelle
A lot
Montague.
of fucking Tylenol users.
Oh, there's an acetaminophen. There's another acetaminophen. There's an acetaminophen. I think Michelle wins this fight. I do think Luana is much better than this line. I do think the line should probably be a little bit closer, but I think Michelle will just get after it on the feet. Then if she wants to wrestle, she can wrestle. If it ends up on the ground, she's the better grappler. Michelle is not afraid to engage, and that's how you beat somebody like Luana. Her awkwardness won't matter when you're just marching forward in her face. So Michelle's going to be the pick, and I think she gets it done. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I like Michelle in this one. I disagree with the striking. I don't think that striking is going to translate very well to these UFC girls. Luckily, Luana isn't the greatest striker. She's very unorthodox. She's weird. She's wiry. She's durable. So this could be, if Michelle if she comes in and tries to like really force takedowns and for whatever reason can't get them and starts to like panic a little bit. There's been fights of hers before where she like kind of, her entries aren't great, not real great setups, but then she can just work through it. She's shown toughness in past fights, so if it doesn't work in the first couple minutes, it's not like an oh fuck. A little bit pause for concern, but not like an oh fuck situation. But Luana is a girl that typically you can take down, especially if you have some half decent takedowns. And Michelle has some half decent takedowns, and once she gets kind of hold of you, she's almost like like a Tatiana Suarez. Like Tatiana doesn't have like the greatest takedowns, and I kind of warned people in that last fight. But once she gets a hold of you, she can kind of keep control of you. And the way that she gets on the back to the rear naked choke is so high level on these girls. I will say, kind of a flyer play here that I'll give for Michelle, and we're going to play it on the fucking live stream Saturday too, is Michelle by TKO. It's plus 1,200, but when she gets on girls, the reason why she has so many rear naked chokes is because she gets on girls, she flattens them out, and she fucking starts throwing bombs, and she uses it to set up the choke, right? Boom, boom, boom. They start defending, she slips the arm under, a lot of rear naked chokes, but front of the home fans, got a girl flattened out. She might just fucking keep teeing off on this girl. And at plus 1,200, in the positions that she typically gets in, I think that's pretty good value for a girl like her because she will strike to set up the subs. She's not going to just, fight for subs the whole time. So I know a lot of people are playing by sub. I like her. I'm playing her. I got her in a parlay. But I think that plus 1,200 TKO is going to be an interesting bet. She's going to get in a position where she can lay in some strikes. So we'll see how it plays out. But I like Michelle.
Yeah, she gets after it. And like I mentioned, her striking, it's not like good. My point was she will just move forward and get after it. She's not afraid when it comes back her way. But I think she does it to close the distance, and then once they're close, she can just figure it out. So she's also the bigger fighter here. I'm not worried about it. I do think she gets
Luana
it done.
is ranked. I didn't even know Luana's a ranked fighter. Not in bantamweight, I guess in like strawweight. But there's only 3 ranked fighters officially on this card. Do you know who they are?
Carlos Ulberg for sure. You just said Luana Carolina.
No, not including her.
Oh.
Because she's not ranked in this division.
Can I look at the card? Let me look at the card.
Yeah, it's going to have the number by their name, so sure. Fucking idiot.
Okay. I'll tell you as we get to the fights. Well,
you should know the second one. Pretty easy. You said Ulberg and...
Dominic Reyes is ranked? That dude got fucking smoked for years. He's ranked? That's actually surprising. Who'd he beat in the rankings to get a ranking?
Oh, my God. Sorry,
Was Dustin Jacoby ranked?
Sorry, guys.
Was Nikita Krylov ranked? How did he get a rank?
It's like one of the worst divisions in the UFC.
No, it is literally the worst division in the UFC.
Oh, my God.
So, anyway, we're both on Michelle Montague. $9,000 is a hefty price point in DraftKings Fantasy. The reality is, though, if she gets this to the ground, she can score these points and be worth this money with just a nonstop grappling setup, or she could potentially find a finish. Like Jacob said, she gets after it with the striking. She's got good grappling. I think she might be worth that $9,000, but if you want to check out what every tool has to say, we have an artificial intelligence as well. If you want to see what the fight simulator says, if you want to see what everything says, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10, an entire month's worth of access. Next week is UFC 320. Couple Super Chatterinos, XPGI. All right, who bet Silva to beat Lopes? I think we all did. right?
Dude,
I think we all did.
Let's be honest. I know he was kind of getting fucked up.
About to finish Diego.
Dude, second round, John Silva was kind of fucking Diego. I mean, he was landing anything and everything. But good on Diego.
100%. Yeah, it's impossible to not love Diego after the fight. I said this multiple times over. I said it in the vlog. I said it anytime anybody would talk. It was the loudest. I've been to plenty of fights, regional, big, whatever. That was the loudest I have ever heard any arena for any reason.
I've been to literally hundreds of actual playoff games. Pacers in the 90s versus the fucking Knicks. Fucking Colts in the playoffs versus the fucking Steelers and the Patriots. I've been to fucking I was at Reggie Miller push-off 1998 against Michael Jordan, game 6-3, boom, bam. That's the loudest I've ever heard anything in my life was that Reggie Miller one. And the Diego one was probably in the top 5 loudest arenas I've ever heard in any sports. It was crazy.
It was absolutely nuts, and it was a perfect storm because he's not Mexican, but he's very welcomed by the Mexican people. He speaks Spanish. He lives in Mexico. Plus, even the people who don't like him, even the people rooting for Silva or that thought Silva would win, still like Diego. Yeah. So you had the Mexican people on the Mexican Independence Day fight card rooting for him. Then when he won the way he did, everybody, me included, I bet against him, was like, oh my God. Like everybody was like, because there was only 5 people in that entire place that were upset. It was Jean Silva, his 3 cornermen, and his mother. Like that's it. Nobody else was upset. Everybody else was loving it. It was crazy. Then Quint, the $10, he said, I love you. What the hell is this profile picture?
Happy birthday, Quint. Love you, buddy.
Is that somebody flushing a fighter down a toilet?
That's what I did to you.
Okay, there's evidence. We appreciate you, Quint.
I could have done that at the fucking... By the way, San Antonio, no offense, place a fucking dump.
It's not a dump.
That city is fucking terrible. Shit-ass city. That Riverwalk stinks. Overrated. The bars and everything sucks.
The bar situation was disappointing because I thought it would be like we could walk into any bar, get a drink, walk to the next one. Get a drink, walk to the next one. But it was more like restaurants
like
than bars. Yeah.
It's not like it's more of a, that's the second time I've been. And the first time I was like, maybe it was just because I wasn't with the right whatever. And maybe this last time was because I wasn't with the right place at dump.
And then $1.99 from Limbo Sosa is Jacobo betting on himself versus the Bedoya. Well, the timing of this super chat. You look like Jamie Mullarkey.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
I should
go to Musasa.
Swap your pictures.
I look like Musasa.
I bet you do.
Get the fuck out of here.
Next up at UFC Perth, we have Jamie Mullarkey taking on Rolando Bedoya. Jamie Mullarkey, 17-8 in his career. He is an unfortunate 2-3 in his last 5, but he is coming back after a year away, taking on Rolando Bedoya, 14-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is on a 3-1-2-3 fight skid. Jamie Mullarkey, I mean, not the most conventionally attractive man in the division, but he will move forward. He will throw punches. He started his career as a grappler. He's evolved into a striker. Every now and then he'll go back to those grappling roots. He's a busy guy. He's not dangerous in any capacity whatsoever, and he is a little bit chinny, but he has the skills. He moves forward. He fights. Pretty meat and potatoes kind of guy. Taking on Rolando Bedoya. Rolando Bedoya is an in-and-out striker. He's busy. He'll throw a million leg kicks.
That looks like you on Ozempic. You fat bitch.
Sure.
It kind of does, honestly. Same eyes.
Not even a little bit. He's got nice eyes. I'll take that. And you have Jamie's eyes, just sunken meth eyes.
What are you talking about? Do people honestly think that I look like this guy?
It's crazy.
I got on fucking Young LA. I got on a chain. I'm sitting here swagging. I'm drowning in my own fucking drip right now. You tell me I look like this guy?
It is crazy how many unattractive fighters you look like. Because I actually I think you're an attractive dude. I think you're an attractive dude. You got great hair. You can do whatever you want. Your facial hair.
Bro.
You
Fucking
dress well.
You fucking homo.
But anybody
pause.
everybody that looks like you is unattractive.
What do you think about this picture?
It's like scary movie.
The Rock was in town promoting the Smashing Machine, and so I went to see a private screening. I got a picture with him.
See what I mean? Yeah, you see what I mean?
Look, you can see my tattoo too.
Everybody who looks like you is just genuinely not attractive, but I think you're a good-looking dude. It makes no sense.
Keep it in your pants, homo.
Okay, let's get to the Carlos Ulberg fight and see how many people think you guys look alike. Listen, Rolando Bedoya, basically a punching bag at this point. He's also a busy striker. He'll throw a gazillion strikes. He'll throw a bunch of leg kicks. He's pretty durable, not a guy that you're just going to get out of there. But that's kind of where it ends. He takes a beating, and he has no real power. So if we have Jamie Mullarkey, who's actually a pretty skilled fighter, fighting somebody who will just kind of be in front of him to get hit, fighting somebody who won't be able to find his chin, or if he does find his chin, doesn't have enough power to do anything with it, I'm going Jamie Mullarkey. So Jamie Mullarkey is not only my pick here, I also bet on him. I've got a nice little half a unit money line bet on him because I think these are great odds. Jamie Mullarkey is just the better fighter everywhere. Everywhere. What is Rolando better at than Jamie other than just pure durability, but without the one-punch knockout power, that won't even matter. So Jamie's the pick. Got a bet on him. What do you think, Jacob?
First of all, shout out to, both these guys, but definitely Jamie Mullarkey, great looking guy. I know people think that, I don't think we look anything alike, but, on the off chance that we kind of do, I see this guy and I've never done an Angelo, but honestly, me and him in a room, couple drinks, I'm fucking the shit out of this guy. Okay. That's how good looking
It's like jerking off in the mirror.
Absolutely. I'd absolutely love that. Maybe go skiing a little bit, me, you, and him.
No, thank you.
You ever been?
No.
You ever thought about it?
No.
If you were to think about it, who would you do it with?
I wouldn't.
There's got to be two people you would think about. Me and
no. Can you break down this fight, please?
I know people don't like Jamie Mullarkey as a fighter. He's been chinned. The level of competition's been pretty high. He loses to some pretty good people. As Angelo break it down absolutely perfectly. He is the better fighter here. Honestly, when I watched Rolando fight, I don't think he's a UFC guy. I think he came in, showed some toughness, was able to do a few things, but he just doesn't have – he's got this clubbing right hand and a leg kick, and that's kind of really all he's got. He's not going to stand in there and throw combinations. He struggles to close range. Jamie's got good footwork. As long as Jamie doesn't do what Jamie does sometimes, and that is kind of pause in the pocket, a lot of times he goes and then he kind of almost like forgets what the fuck he wants to do when he's throwing a combination. That's how he gets knocked out a lot. Just kind of go in there and flow, maybe get an early takedown or something like that. Home crowd, don't force anything. He's talked about being more patient. If he just kind of stays at range, land that jab, he should be able to pick Rolando apart. But Rolando's tough, and Jamie, he eats a couple jabs and just starts bleeding the fuck everywhere. So I like Jamie here. I'm not going to be as bold as you and playing it, but I understand your play. He's a better fighter. I don't think Rolando's a UFC level guy.
I wasn't going to bet it, and then as the line tightened, I was like, you know what? This was my read from the jump. The line's moving. I'm going to do it. Don't be a pussy. Just do it. Because how many times do I pick a dog or find a spot like it, don't place the bet, and then regret it? So, fuck it. We didn't have fights for a week. I'm doing it. Bet on the guy.
Wow.
Now, DraftKings Fantasy, entirely different story. He does not score well, and he won't score well here. He'll win this fight just by being the busier striker. He'll score like 60 to 75 points in a win. I'm not throwing him in my DraftKings Fantasy lineup, so we're going to leave none of that.
Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
Put your hand on your dick and get ready for this one.
Okay.
Okay?
It's there. Mm-hmm.
Jamie Mullarkey. Mm-hmm. Second round submission plus 2,500.
No, didn't do it for me.
Jacob looks like Jake Busey from Starship Trooper. Somebody donated Tuesday's stream and was like, hey, I saw your dad, Gary Busey, or something like that. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here, people?
Dude, that's his son? That's I didn't know that was Gary Busey's kid.
About buttered sausage. Let's talk about buttered sausage.
That's funny.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Okay. Listen, so Jacob and I both on the Jamie Mullarkey side. I bet on him. Jacob didn't, but if you want to check out every other pick, every other bet, every other
Why are
tool.
you guys so mean? You guys are supposed to be mean to Angelo. Don't be mean to me. I'm for you guys. I've won you so much money on streams the last fucking 2 months.
I don't know. It's because I'm here every Sunday. New video, no matter what.
Yeah, because
WeWantPicks.com.
God doesn't test you because he knows you can't handle it.
Click become a member at the top. It's only $10. UFC 320 is next weekend. Why not unlock all the picks and the bets for this card and UFC 320 and UFC Rio and UFC Vancouver? $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. A bunch of super chatterinos. $5 from XPGI. When y'all coming to Chicago? It's unfortunate because I was going to go for UFC 319. I was excited. I loved Hamzat and the DDP matchup, and it just didn't work out because we had Noche and it was a little close, so we didn't end up doing it.
I think you're scared of O-Block. Would you go to O-Block?
No, I would stay downtown and eat nice food, and that's it. Do a big city how Ange does big cities. Eat the food. Next time UFC goes to Chicago, I'll go.
And they'd be like, "Hey, there he is."
Let's try it. You didn't even have a good A. It wasn't even a good A.
I'm not trying to do your fucking homosexual A that you've been doing for fucking 12 weeks now. Nobody gives a fuck anymore.
A. Ange looks like Bellato. I've gotten that a few times, and he's also not a conventionally attractive man, but he's big.
You are like a Tylenol. Bellato is a Tylenol version of you.
Yeah. Me with like some sort of chromosome issue, but you don't know exactly what. Like an undiagnosed issue. I don't get this one. Aiden said, by the way, Angelo, it's nice seeing you help on the Contender Series. Is like Ben Affleck doing Contender Series commentary?
You're at the weigh-ins helping film stuff every week.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that up, I guess. Let me know. $1.99. Angelo, when is the JOI dropping? What is that? What's JOI? Jacob, I'm positive you know what this is. What is the JOI?
Tittlefits with the $1.99 says Jacob is the live stream goat. Thank you, Tittlefits. Tittlefits.
I mean, this is true. Jacob is. What is JOI, though? And is it something I will be dropping? Okay. Next up, at UFC Perth, we have Colby Thicknesse taking on Josias Musasa. Colby Thicknesse 7-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years, coming off that decision loss in his UFC debut. Josias Musasa 8-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years, coming off that submission loss in his UFC debut. Both of these guys trying to make something happen. Second outing. Neither one of them have a win under the UFC umbrella, but they did fight very different levels of competition. I would argue Colby Thicknesse fought the much better fighter in Alexandre Pretoria. Or Taporia. Josias Musasa lost to a jiu-jitsu nerd that actually hit him really hard.
Sausage.
But Colby Thicknesse, pretty well-rounded guy overall. The whole narrative in his last fight was that he trains with Alexander Volkanovski. He's fighting Ilia Toporia's brother, and then the Alex and the Ilia feud. All of that. The reality is, though, Colby Thicknesse is kind of... I'm not going to say a jiu-jitsu nerd because he shoots nice, clean doubles. He'll take real shots, but he's a grappler. He's going to come forward. He'll bomb away. He will shoot takedowns. He'll pick you up. He'll slam you down. He'll get you to the ground however he can, and then he'll throw very heavy, and he'll look for finishes. His issue, though, is he can be hittable on the feet, and that's going to be a problem here because he's taking on Josias Musasa. Fast, powerful striker, does a really good job moving forward, looking for a finish. He does maintain a striking defense, but that kind of failed on him in that fight against Carlos Vera, where he ate a big one.
Against who?
Carlos Vera.
And you're saying what failed him?
His striking defense.
Against who?
I get it. And that's what I was going to say. A lot of people are going to see that the Ryan Hall protege submitted Josias and be like, oh, okay, stay off the ground. That's not what happened, though. He got rock-cityed. Then he got submitted. And I think my theory there is, well, first of all, Josias, insanely dangerous on the feet. He actually has decent takedown defense and an okay sprawl, but his cardio will fade a little bit as the fight goes on. My theory, though, as to why Josias lost is because I think he was so worried about the grappling. It wasn't even a thought in his head that this guy might hit me hard. So he didn't care, wasn't worried about it whatsoever. And then when he got caught, it threw him off. I attribute his loss more to a fluke where Colby lost. Colby just wasn't the better fighter. I think the jury's still out if Colby's a good fighter. I don't think Colby's skills are going to translate in the UFC as well as Josias's will. I'm picking Josias. I think Colby, a little too hittable for a guy that hits this hard. What do you think, Jacob? Colby Thicknesse, the Brazilian.
Colby Thicknesse, I think that's an omen, honestly, because you never bet against fucking Brazil. Listen, this guy, Musasa, I understand people like him. The Australian. I understand that people think he's like this big KO artist. And we've seen these people come in from the regionals, all these knockouts, big, powerful, fast, athletic, all this type of stuff. He came in the Contender Series, got a gifted decision, got a gifted contract. He comes in against Carlos Vera, the Ryan Hall protege, Ryan Hall 2.0. The guy that he was supposed to just take his head off, just defend the takedowns, do it. Carlos Vera went in that fight, did not want to strike at all. Every chance that Carlos Vera got in that fight, he would like trip on his own and fall to his back and be like, whoopsie, whoopsie. He did that like 4 or 5 times. Like, whoops, I fell down, Musasa. You want to play this game? And credit to Musasa, he was like not playing that game. Carlos Vera did not want to strike against this guy Musasa. Not only fucking outstruck him, he outstruck him, but he fucking knocked him down, and then he submitted him. Colby Thicknesse came in against fucking Alexandre Taporia and put up actually a pretty good fight. 2 weeks notice against a very, very fucking high. People don't understand. I think they probably actually do understand. But the drop in competition from Alexandre Taporia to fucking Josias fucking Musasa is off a fucking cliff. And I'm not saying Musasa can't knock this guy out because he has been hit. He was dropped a bit against Taporia. So he's got the power, whatever. But when you're looking at fighter to fighter, this guy Colby Thicknesse is a 10 times better complete fighter than Musasa. He can strike at range. He fights like fucking Volkanovski. That's his training partner. A lot of feints, a lot of kicks from the outside, a lot of taking his time. Those kicks are the same kicks that fucking Carlos Vera was throwing that gave Musasa issues. He's gonna keep his space, and when Musasa starts getting frustrated and telegraphs those shots, the entries against Taporia were fucking really, really good. It's just fucking Taporia. He's just like fucking, they wrestled their entire lives. So he saw him coming, he sprawled out of it. But the entries and the timing, if he just carbon copies those entries and the timing versus fucking Musasa, he's going to take him down and he's going to get his back and he's going to fucking submit him. This guy, Colby Thicknesse, is the way better fighter in this matchup. He knows how to keep distance. He knows how to keep range. Musasa's going to be chasing. Boom, shot. Takedown, back take, fucking submission. It's going to be in the first round. It's going to be easy fucking peasy. That's why Colby's the fucking lock of the week. I can't believe we got the better fighter, the much better fighter, at a fucking underdog plus 130 in this matchup. I understand Musasa is a strong dude, athletic dude. He's not fucking technical. He uses strength to get out of there's no technique in his fucking takedown offense. It's all just fucking... And Colby can just kind of work that, use technique versus the strength versus the power. He's going to slow down. If it doesn't happen in the first round, it's going to happen in the fucking second round. Colby's going to fucking smoke this guy.
Listen, I appreciate the passion. I obviously disagree, but I have no money whatsoever on Josias, and that was long before I knew that Colby was the lock of the week. He's the loss to Carlos Vera. I am coping a little bit, making up excuses for him. Be like, yeah, I don't think he was prepared, and he just wasn't paying attention because of the grip.
That first round was close. He got dropped in the first round, but handled it pretty well. The second round was fucking really close. I mean, the strikes, I think, was within 1 or 2 strikes. Topuria had the fucking nice fucking stalking him. The head movement was fucking crazy because he boxes just like fucking Ilya. But, and obviously that third round, he got tired and he got out-wrestled. I mean, he got out-wrestled by Topuria. The fact that Topuria felt like he needed to wrestle after that second round tells you more than you need to fucking read anything about anything.
Well, I'll be rooting for you. $7,500 in DraftKings Fantasy. If you're on the Colby side, make it happen. If you're on the Musasa side, I imagine you think he wins by knockout. And if you think he wins by knockout, then he will be worth his DraftKings Fantasy price. But don't take our word for it. Go to the website, WeWantPicks.com. We have a full... What fight got canceled?
The Oban Elliott one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's sick.
Pussy. You're sick. You streamed. You're at work right now. Sick.
I'm not sick. I'm a survivor. I overcame it.
Damn. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. The fight simulator will simulate this fight for you. Tell you all of the different outcomes. It'll say, okay, 80% of the time this fighter wins, and in those wins, they land this many strikes. They do this many, etc., blah, blah, blah. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. The amount of tools, insight, and information is absolutely insane. The greatest offering this space has ever seen. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple of super chatterinos, $5 from PG14. Main card, not go the distance. What we thinking? I guess the full parlay.
I'm gonna give you guys a parlay right now. First of all, my guy Enema with the 50 fucking super chat. I won $5.4 thousand, $5,400 on a UFC NFL round robin that you helped with. I've been spreading the word of We Want Picks. Keep it up. Fight off all these sicknesses and haters and all the BS. This world's crazy. Stay positive. No fear. Live it up. And fuck the Fed.
Enema, I appreciate you. I'm laughing because fight off all these sicknesses and the haters. Like, you're just being infected with hater juice. I appreciate you, Enema. That's more than generous.
Haters.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to give you guys a parlay.
Jacob's theory is everybody that hates We Want Picks only hates me.
Nobody
and then everybody loves Jacob.
Type a negative.
Oh, here we go.
Type a negative 3,245 in the chat if you hate me. Because I'm about to give you a parlay right now. I won everyone $14,000 a month ago. Here comes another $12,000 win. Are you ready for this?
That wasn't a month ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, it felt.
Yeah.
I've been sick, so. Here's what it is. Everyone sit down and shut up. I put $122 on this to win $12,000. By the way, what's with the fucking... They got a strobe light here on the fucking Seahawks game for fucking halftime.
I was like, I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Number one, you tell me yes or no on these. You're a pussy, so you're going to say no on all of them. Okay. Under 1.5 for Tafa and Sutherland.
No, yes.
Okay, it's plus 114. That's a first leg. That's only a 5-legger for 122 to 12 grand. Number two, and you're going to probably say no to this one, but you might not. Under 2.5 plus 245 for Alexia and Loma.
I'm good with that one. I think Alexia is. I'm slowly getting more and more confident in her.
Remember, Loma was a minus 1,000 favorite her last fight and lost. She lost that fight. She was minus 1,000. She lost that fight.
Yeah.
And I was on Estella, by the way. This one, oh, fuck. This leg just got canceled. It was going to be the Jonathan and Oban under 2.5. And that was the one I was worried about.
Okay.
It got canceled. So now it's not going to win 12 grand. But I was worried about that one. Number two, this was the other leg I'm a little bit worried about just because it's under 2.5 for the Cam and Andre Petroski. You probably don't like that one.
I think Petroski lays on him, boring as hell. Same way he beat.
I don't think Cam's a UFC fighter. I hate Petroski, but. And then the last one, which it doesn't matter anymore, I guess, because of one leg, so it's not going to pay out quite as much. Probably going to be cut in half. Is the under 2.5 for the Luana Michelle fight?
That one could be. It's going to be up to Michelle. It's going to be up to Michelle.
She's a finisher.
Yeah. That's not an insane parlay, and I'm not a big parlay.
It's only 4 legs now. It's probably only going to pay out about $6 grand, but
$6 grand off $100 is crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to give to the people.
Well, there you go, because this guy was asking about main card does not go the distance parlay, and it sounds like Jacob's on board for the most part.
And let's remember, too, that these fights are like fucking 8 a.m. local time, so some weird stuff could happen.
In any direction.
Yeah. People show up a little tired, a little lackadaisical. We might see more second and third rounds compared to first round finishes on the live stream. Let's keep that in mind.
And Johnny Castaneda with the 5 spot. In Jacob, we trust.
Johnny's
Appreciate
my boy,
you.
man. He's
Appreciate
always
you,
on the live
Johnny.
streams.
Appreciate you, Enema, and everybody else. You guys have been fantastic. See what a week off does for everybody? Next up, at UFC Perth, we have Andre Petroski taking on Cam Rowston. Andre Petroski, 13-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that decision loss to Edmund Shabazian, taking on Cam Rowston. 12-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's riding a 4-fight win streak and making the ridiculously fast turnaround. Cam Rowston just fought in the Contender Series like a few weeks ago, and that was in America. Cam Rowston has the Australian flag. Does he live in America? I think he trains an American top team in America. Does he not?
And I'm proud to be an American.
Okay. Either way, even if he doesn't live in America and he came just for the Contender Series, whoop, turn right back around, go to the other side of planet Earth and fight just a few weeks later against a pretty established Andre Petroski at this point. Andre Petroski, very unreliable in that he knocked himself out shooting a takedown just 2 years ago, but he's a dude with big power in his hands, very good wrestling, very good jiu-jitsu, and he's been in this business for a long time. He's been fighting at a pretty high level for a while. His losses are quality, even his recent loss to Edmund Shabazian. He got cracked, he got wobbled, so he started shooting takedowns, and he got a couple of them. Andre Petroski, while he's not the greatest fighter in this division, he is certainly a UFC caliber middleweight, and he's taking on Cam Rowston. Cam Rowston, I mentioned, just fought. Super quick turnaround. The skills are okay. He's a decent striker. He's got good volume, nice variety. He does a nice job just throwing straight strikes, but he gets hit. Grappling-wise, he can create some scrambles, kind of make a mess of it, but the wrestling isn't very good. I think Andre Petroski wins this fight. Sort of middle-of-the-road confidence in Andre Petroski here. I have a bet on Andre, and the logic I'm using is this kid is a Contender Series kid with a quick turnaround. Andre Petroski is actually a good fighter, and the only times he's looked stupid was when Michel Pereira ran through him and when he knocked himself out shooting a takedown against Jacob Malkoun in a fight that he was looking pretty good in, frankly. Andre Petroski is going to be the pick. I got a bet on him. Just kind of a great opportunity for Cam to just take it and get in the UFC and do all that. But I just think the timing and the turnaround, all that's just going to work against him. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I've been an open, and I'm always transparent with the people. Open and honest. Definitely a Andre Petroski hater, I would say. I'm not a fan of his game. You don't really know what type of Petroski is going to show up. Is he just going to get a takedown to lay on somebody? Is he going to say, I'm not going to wrestle, I'm just going to try to wing wild shit and try to knock people out, and then I'm going to get tired and just going to be fucking standing there? I went into this fight, and I saw the odds, and I watched Cam get the fucking knockout in the Contender Series, and I'm like, holy shit, we have a lock of the week opportunity here. Because I fucking hate Andre Petroski, and I know that Cam, in my mind, was going to be a good fighter. So I did my research looking for reasons to pick Cam as my lock of the week. I picked him to win this fight in front of God and everybody right now. Right now, Angelo, I'm going to switch my fucking pick. I don't think this guy Cam is actually a fucking UFC fighter. He's got okay takedowns, and he's a pretty good grappler. Once you get those takedowns, he should not be taking Andre Petroski down. And even if he does get a takedown, he should not be out-grappling Andre Petroski. And on the feet, he's got fucking issues. And not only does he got fucking issues, I know he's long and whatever, he's got fucking issues, and he slows down as well. And it seems like when fights aren't really going his way, it's like a, fucking type of, like, shit, you know. Andre Petroski, in my opinion, if he comes in with a bite of aggression in his fucking mouth and just comes in and throws a couple solid just 1-2s right down the, don't fucking loop it, don't fucking, I'm just talking about a nice 1-2 down the pipe. He should be able to hit this guy. If he hits him, he should be able to fucking hurt him. I don't think Cam is an actual UFC fighter at this point in his career. I'm flipping my pick. I'm going to Andre Petroski, and I can't stand this guy. So for me to pick him and be so high, I just don't think Cam's going to be able to get the takedowns. If he can't get the takedowns, he shouldn't win this fight.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, Andre Petroski is a very good wrestler, a very good grappler. He's in that Pennsylvania crew. Worst accent in the country. Second worst accent in the country.
What's the worst?
Creole. Dude, Creole's fucking bad, dude.
The worst is like a fucking like Upper Wisconsin, like a Canadian accent.
I don't mind that. Don't you know?
Oh my god!
I don't mind that.
Oh,
You'll take
get the ball. Get the ball.
You'll take that over Creole, just deep woods, Louisiana Creole.
Yeah, down
that
to the
shit
bayou.
is bad.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some gators. We're gonna.
They
go
have to
hunt some gators.
subtitle those people on those
Yeah,
shows.
it's fucking awesome. It's amazing.
Well, the Pennsylvania, there's 3 bad accents in
I
Pennsylvania.
think you're fucking racist.
There's 3 bad accents in Pennsylvania. There's the Mar of Easttown, Pennsylvania accent, horrible. The Philly accent, not very good, but could have some regional city charm. The Pittsburgh accent, that shit's a mess.
That
the
literally
Pittsburgh
is just like
accent
the
is
New York
bad.
hater in you because it's like Philly, New York, it's all this stuff.
Yeah, listen, I love a Boston accent. I love a Boston. Boston accents are funny. New York accents are aggressive. Boston accents are funny. Philly accents just kind of gross. The Pittsburgh accent, horrible.
What do they tell every news person in the world to sound relatable? They say sound like you're fucking from the Midwest because they don't have accents. I don't have a fucking accent. I am American. This is America.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You say all sorts of stupid fucking shit.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What do you call a bed, 2 dressers, and a nightstand?
That's
bedroom what?
That's just a word. It's not an accent.
Yeah, you have all sorts of stupid fucking words. A bedroom suite, he calls it. A suite. Not a set, a suite. He says all sorts of dumb shit that I'm forgetting.
All sorts. So go, just keep naming them.
No, I said I'm forgetting it now.
No, all sorts. There should be a whole list. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear them. Love to hear them all.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Listen, Jacob and I both on the Andre Petroski side. I went ahead and placed a bet on him. We also have the artificial intelligence that picked this fight, and you can go check out the artificial intelligence. It's picking fight. It's a true AI. It's a generative AI that is learning week in and week out. I think neural net is the actual technology. So it's a genuine AI that uses historical data and predicts fights. And I think there's like hundreds of them. And I think what he has is like 100 of them that does the fight simulations off of. What?
There's our king, our pasty king.
Who is it? That's Thicknesse?
Look at that forearm tap, huh?
Thicknesse. Anyway, the neural net AI, check it out. See its confidence level in these picks and in the breakdowns, along with everything else that we have to offer. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple of super chats. PG14X. I'm proposing next week, so I better win this weekend. Hey, I'm rooting for you. Honestly, I don't know the woman, but some would argue it's pretty peaceful without him. Good luck.
Whoa,
we appreciate
dude.
you.
Come on, man.
I said some, not me. I would never.
Oh
argue
my
that.
God,
dude,
dude!
I would never argue that.
This guy's
ever.
gonna start fucking having. He's fucking already thinking like he probably just read that and it's like, oh fuck.
He's right.
Oh fuck. Oh God. Do you have it all planned out, or are you just gonna fucking do it?
Yeah. Give me details.
Yeah, we want some deets.
I didn't get to do like a. Not that I want to do, but I didn't get to
the-
do like a true get on one knee, whatever. Because Tiff was just so.
How was your wedding, by the way? Because I didn't get an invite.
I met you like a week earlier.
It was a month.
You don't invite people you've known for a
You
month
didn't
to your
even
wedding.
tell me you're getting married. You guys just came back one day. Oh, we got married over the weekend.
But the old
You want
lady.
to come over? I'm literally like watching fights. I'm like, what's this? Oh, that's our wedding picture. Oh, that was last weekend. Oh, okay. Sitting on your couch watching fights. The fuck?
It was the Holly Holm.
What was your
Ronda Rousey fight.
proposal?
I didn't. It wasn't. So like we were together for a little
What
while.
did you want to do, and what was it?
I don't know what I wanted to do. It was like, you better be proposing. Are you proposing this weekend? You better propose. So I was like, fine.
what?
Oh no, she had to pick up her own ring. That's what it was. I ordered the ring at you pay the way you pay taxes. I ordered the ring from. That's what it was. Okay. I bought the ring in Florida, but I had it shipped to my friend in Jersey. because I didn't have to pay sales tax if it's shipped out of the state that you bought. Whatever.
Oh my God.
So then he shipped it back to me, and it got delayed in the mail. And I was on a work trip. No, I was in Texas. I forget what the deal was. I wasn't around. So she had to pick I was like, you need to go to the post office and pick this up, but don't look at it. And then she brought it to Texas. So she looked at it.
So then what? You were like, oh, yeah, so are we doing this?
So we're in the hotel room. So I was like, okay, here you go. You want to get married? It was very uneventful. We were together for a while.
Oh my God, that poor, no wonder, man. Everything fucking just, there is not a shot in hell she doesn't, in the back of her mind, resent the fucking piss shit out of you from that moment. Just randomly in a hotel, you were like, yeah, you fucking.
What's the deal, bro?
That's so bad. I would not have ever told that story.
Well, she had to pick it up herself, and she had already peaked is the problem, so she knew.
Still, you fucking do something, man. You gotta do something.
Look at this guy making a plea. Yeah, guys, get your fucking
God.
sisters.
You know what?
Get your sisters and mothers to watch.
I'm gonna tell you,
romantic.
I'm gonna tell you
here.
one of the most, and I've seen on TikTok a few times, and it's fucking absolutely fucking beautiful. Is what this guy did for his girlfriend. So they're at a fucking nice place or whatever. I think it's like a theater or something. I don't know, but they were dressed up nice, whatever. Because you got to make sure the girl's dressed up nice. You know, you can't have the friend be like, hey, make sure you wear something nice, because then they're going to know. You got to, whatever. So they're out there, and a photographer comes up to him and was like, hey, you know, I'm sorry to bother you guys, but we're getting ready to shoot this orchestra thing in this theater, and we're looking for like some like pictures for like a program or something like that. Do you guys mind stepping in for a minute just to do these pictures, whatever? And they're like, oh, sure. You know, the guy played off great. He's like, yeah, I guess. And she's like, sure, like, whatever. So they walk down the thing in front of the stage, and then the guy's like, we're going to take some pictures, and the orchestra might start playing in the background or whatever. We're just going to take some pictures. You guys just act like you're talking to each other, whatever. So, you know, they're taking the pictures, and she's like, wow, this is so beautiful. There's candles fucking everywhere, whatever. She's like, wow, she's fucking clued. This is so beautiful. The orchestra starts playing, and he's like, by the way, I'm not proposing to you next week or something like that. He's like, it's right now. And she's like, oh my God. And then like they have their like a little moment or whatever, and she proposes with the fucking full orchestra doing like, it's fucking beautiful. Every time I see it, I cry.
That is nice. There you go. Happy tears. Couple more super chats. Angel V making $500 parlay. How confident are you in Thicknesse, Jake? Yikes.
Well, I put basically more than $500 on him, because I bet on him, and I said I'd give away $500 if he lost. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so that is 2 bets. PG-14 proposing on a beach next week. Okay.
Normandy?
Do not drop that. Do not drop that in the sand, and good luck. And finally, John Castaneda, divorced and happy. It's not cheaper to keep her. Okay. Hey, good to know. Good to know. She woke up busted in. Just making sure she's not fucking.
I'll text her right now.
Yeah, they just fucking pop up. What?
I should text her right now and say, can you come in here and tell the proposal story?
No. Next up at
this
UFC
is canceled,
Perth.
Dumbass.
Oh, this fight got canceled. So before, what's the over-under on the number of comments saying you didn't break down the Michalef-Elliott fight?
Who cares?
Okay, 10. Next up at UFC Perth, we have Loma Lookboonmee taking on Alexia Thainara. Loma Lookboonmee, 10-3 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak, taking on Alexia Thainara, 12-1 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5, coming off that win over Molly McCann. I'm a Loma Lookboonmee fan. We have picked her as a dog. We've bet on her before. Loma Lookboonmee is a very skilled fighter. She is a Muay Thai fighter. She's a little teeny thing, but she is a Muay Thai fighter with good technical striking, good offensive wrestling, good offensive grappling. The defensive grappling is a little bit different, though. It is literally only defense. If you take her down, she's in sheer survival mode. But she can strike. She can grapple. She's just so damn small. This is a 115-pound fight. She should be fighting in a 95-pound division. She is taking on Alexia Thainara. Alexia Thainara made a splash last year where she popped up on short notice and then just beat the absolute piss out of Molly McCann. She's a forward pressure striker. She's not very technical, but she'll come forward. She will windmill those punches. She will get in your face, and she will try to knock you out. Then she will go ahead and grab your legs and rip you to the ground. She is wildly aggressive. She is very strong. She's got good jiu-jitsu, good submissions, and she has no problem getting in your face and making sure that you never are able to take a step forward because she is running forward. Loma's a dog in this fight. I have made money off of Loma in the past as a dog. It's just not going to be again because I think Alexia bullies the shit out of her. I have gotten more and more and more confident in this fight as it has gone on because the reality is I think Alexia is going to big sister Loma. I think she's going to rip her to the ground, push her around. Loma's defense is okay, but it's literally survival mode. It's just like, please don't submit me. She's not doing anything to get out of there. So Alexia is the pick, and I am pretty confident in that. I actually think these odds are somewhat favorable. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this should be an Alexia play here. As Angelo said, I'm a big Loma Lookboonmee. She's talked about in the past her struggles with mental health and overcoming the fears in the octagon and getting the win where she didn't think she was going to be able to get the win. And hats off to her because she is very undersized in a lot of these fights, but she's shown off incredible mental toughness and physical toughness in a lot of these fights. And one fight she shouldn't have probably won and done what she needs to do. Very high-level striker. A lot of it is just kind of not a lot of combinations. It's the typical Muay Thai kind of wait, and then a big power shot, wait, big kick. If she's able to land one of those kicks, you know, she can even with her little size, she throws a lot with a lot of power. And Alexia, to her credit, is fucking cocky as fuck. I mean, this girl is fucking cocky. And there's a world where she comes in and says, I'm not going to shoot a fucking takedown. I'm just going to fucking strike with this Muay Thai person, and it could be a fucking close fight, and we'll be holding our breath because she's going to throw heavy, and then she'll start slowing down, and things will get interesting in the second or third. But if she comes in and she wrestles, she should be able to get the takedown. It should just be a size situation. On the ground, she is very, very high level. So I like Loma. I was actually warning people about the last fight I talked about earlier, but we didn't break the fight down. But she was minus 1,000 in that fight versus Stella Nunes. And I told people, I'm like, listen, this girl Stella, I know she's a former lock of the week, but she's going to give fucking Loma issues because Loma's not high level. And if it's back and forth, those are always fucking close. So this is one of those situations where even if Alexia has a bad performance, it's still probably a close fight. Because Loma is so low volume and so kind of tit for tat that Alexia can come in, not shoot takedowns, look not great, and still might be able to win a fucking decision. So I agree with Angelo. It should be a good play here at minus 240. Get the takedowns, get the control. Little biased here. She's part of Team fucking He-Boss. Amanda's over there in fucking Australia. Her Papa's over there going to be in the corner. So you're going to see Amanda. You're going to see Marcelo He-Boss in the corner of Alexia, but she should be able to get this done, and I bet her, and I feel good about it.
Yeah, we're both on the same side there. As I mentioned, I've gotten more and more confidence the week has gone on.
That fight.
Her last fight. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of we break down fights every single week, and we have for years. And every week, there's always somebody you get more confident in, somebody you get less confident in. And typically, the week range, like as the week goes on, your opinions swaying in one direction or another. That's typically pretty solid. So I'm loving that I'm leaning towards Alexia more and more. So I think she gets it done. Jacob thinks she gets it done. $9,200, a lot of money to spend on a lady in DraftKings Fantasy. But if she goes to this fight and just runs through Loma the same way she ran through Molly McCann, then that $9,200 is going to be looking pretty good. You could unlock every single pick, every single bet, every single tool. Not just for this card, but UFC 320 next week, UFC Rio after that, UFC Vancouver after that for only $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. $2 super chat from PG14, Matthews, Jenkins, and Crute. $200 to win. I think all three of them win. That's not a horrible parlay.
I bet you would.
Jack Jenkins is the one I'm most worried about, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Ooh,
Thank you.
We got a Jack Jenkins hater.
I am, actually. Thank you for the
I'm
super
his biggest
chat.
hater, so don't try to be like that.
Okay. Jacob wins the hate contest.
Thank you.
Next up.
Oh, Fat Ange.
UFC Perth we have Navajo Stirling taking on Rodolfo Bellato. Navajo Stirling 7-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He's undefeated, looking for that first UFC finish. Taking on Rodolfo Bellato, 12-2 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5, coming off the performance of a lifetime against Paul Craig. Navajo Stirling is a former professional kickboxer who made that leap over to MMA. As a kickboxer, he does a lot of things that you would expect him to do. He manages range really well. He's got great setups, good footwork. He invests in the body. He doesn't just headhunt. What he doesn't have, though, that you do expect from a high-level kickboxer are finishes. He's not finding finishes here at the UFC level. The takedown defense is decent, and we saw in his last fight that he has offensive takedowns as well. So he's definitely evolving as an MMA fighter. He's taking on Rodolfo Bellato. This dude's a heavy-handed grappler. He's going to come forward. He'll bomb away. He'll stick around for a slug fight, and he's a grappler. Ultimately, he's looking to back you up against a cage or create a mess to get you to the ground. Once it's on the ground, he's got good control. He'll try to find some submissions. He's a bit of an oaf. Like, he's not, like, athletic or clean. Whoa. He's coming off that acting performance of a lifetime where he ate that illegal kick from Paul Craig and then was SD Dumasing. Oh, God. Oh, what's happening? Listen.
Were you one of the guys that wanted to see his nutsack?
I 100% wanted to see the nuts or the nutsack to prove, like, the fact that SD Dumas is like, he's on like his apology tour on Twitter. I think he knows he's about to get cut. So he's like, oh, guys, I'm here. I'm going to change who I am. I'm here. I need to be better than that. Dude, where's the x-ray? Just post an x-ray, right? If you couldn't walk or breathe and, it's a week, there's got to be an x-ray of a shattered nut. Let's see it. He's a liar and a weasel. Anyway, if you listen to Bet Sam and if you listen to Artem, you would think that Navajo Stirling is the next light heavyweight champion of the world. He's the greatest fighter that they've ever seen. He's the next big thing. Oh, you guys should have him on the call-in show. He's going to be amazing. You guys don't know how good he is. Dude, he is wildly underwhelming. With that being said, I think he wins this fight because I think his wild, underwhelming style of just technical, outside the range point fighter will work for him here because Rodolfo's going to come in all crazy and stupid trying to get takedowns, and Navajo's just going to step off, land, and Navajo's just going to be the better counter striker. The fact that this fight has a 1.5 round line is weird to me. Navajo Stirling is not a finisher at this level. Rodolfo Bellato is actually a pretty durable dude. Rodolfo Bellato can be a finisher, but I think Navajo will be fine. Navajo Stirling is going to be the pick, but he is not who they say he is. I think he wins this fight, and he's certainly improving, but if you listen to the Oceanic continent people, they think Navajo Stirling is like the next world champ. What do you think, Jake?
I'm going to give you 3 points, and you tell me one by one if you agree with them. Number 1, they're all about Navajo. Number 1, he fights like he doesn't enjoy fighting.
I agree.
You kind of see that. I mean, he kind of.
He's got the technique. He's not a fighter. Yeah.
Number 2, he fights like he's scared of losing.
Yeah, he doesn't take any risks. Agreed.
So he looks like he's not having a lot of fun, and he's scared of losing. And number 3, which I think you just kind of alluded to, he is a good fighter, but when you have those number 1 and number 2 things, it's hard to really find the moments. Because when the moment is like forced on him, or here's what I'll say. When he does have the success and things start going downhill, like in a good way for him, like he starts to have success, all of a sudden he turns it up and it's like, oh, that's Navajo. Like he lands a shot. Fight. Yeah, like he lands the shot finally and he's like, oh, got him. And then he starts actually throwing shit and you're like, holy fuck, this guy could have done this the whole time. Like, what the fuck has he been doing? And if he comes in with that aggressive style, which I think that Rodolfo is going to bring the best out of him because Rodolfo is going to get in this guy's face. And Navajo's going to have to either fucking deal with it or fucking run and hope that this guy gets tired. Because Bellato's going to get in this guy's face and he's going to have to throw some fucking shit. So I think the matchup sets up well for Navajo. But if he comes in, like we said, this is early morning card. He kind of is lackadaisical sometimes as it is. And he gets a little bit overwhelmed early in this fight. This fight could turn very fucking interesting because I watch Navajo. I've seen when he goes he's fucking good. And if he just fucking sits on it and fucking throws the strikes with some fucking commitment, he can land on this fucking blockhead because Rodolfo doesn't fucking move his head. I mean, he fucking just blah, 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 blah. Like, he just fucking like Shrek forwards. So it's a good matchup for him striking-wise. And if he commits to shots, he should be able to hurt this guy and put him out. But if he starts doing this fucking touch, I don't like the pressure, footwork let me shoot a takedown, fucking, that type of bullshit, this fight could get real fucking interesting. So my pick is going to be Navajo because I think he's got all the skills, but I think mentally he needs to fucking flip a switch and decide, am I going to be a fucking that dude? He's still young, 27, Am I going to be that fucking dude that starts putting people away, or am I going to be this guy that comes in, fights not to lose, and only kind of turns it on once I find a shot? So I think this matchup should suit him, but at the same time, it's kind of a dangerous one. I'm picking Navajo, but yeah, I need to see something before I lay money on him.
Yeah, listen, I'm also on the Navajo side, and what I said in my multiple breakdowns of this fight was Rodolfo Bellato's the best fighter that Navajo has fought to date. He's the best fighter he's fought to date. And Rodolfo Bellato is getting a bad rap for, that performance in his last fight. He's got 2 losses on his record. They're to the same person. They are to the same person. He's going to move forward, get in Navajo's face. He's not afraid to get after it. So I agree. This could get weird. I do think Navajo's just going to dance. I think it's going to be a boring, underwhelming Navajo Sterling fight. I think he's going to run backwards, dance around, move side to side, and just be the better counter striker and be defensively sound.
I don't think Bellato's going to allow a boring fight.
I mean, we'll see what happens because Bellato might just charge forward. I mean,
That's kind of what he does.
I'm very unimpressed with Navajo, but do think he wins this fight. And it's funny because I have called out Bet Sam and Artem in a joking way, just being like, if you listen to them, you're going to think Navajo's the greatest fighter that's ever existed. Dude, Bet Sam posted his top picks today. I didn't even look at him. I just jokingly said in the Discord, everybody from my continent, dude, that is exactly what it is. It's Jake Matthews. Honestly, and then every Australian or New Zealander. It's like the bias is unbelievable.
They're all kind of big favorites. So if Navajo is who he says he is, or who people, I mean, he probably should smoke. I mean, this should be fucking 2.5, 3 minute knockout. I mean, sit on the right hand and fucking let's commit to something, sweetheart.
Correct. Completely agree. I am not going to spend the $9,100 on Navajo Sterling in DraftKings Fantasy. I'm going to wait. He hasn't found a finish to date. Bellato's pretty durable. I don't know if he will find a finish here. So I'm going to leave him out. But if you want to see what the tools have to say, we have a DraftKings optimizer that will build a lineup for you. We have the fight simulator that will simulate the fights and then build a lineup for you. We have an artificial intelligence. We have other cappers. We have bets. We have everything. Check it all out. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's $10 for an entire month's worth of access. And UFC 320 is next week. A couple of Super Chatterinos, PG-14, Bellato wins, bro. I promise. And that is counteracted by the $5 Super Chat from Lita Harris. Sterling is learning on the job, and he is a beast at it. So those two duking it out with the Super Chats. Johnny Castaneda with the 10 spot. Ange, you can't go against your twin. Jacob looks way more like Jamie Mullarkey than I do like Rodolfo Bellato.
This looks like it could be you versus me.
I mean, this is like an AI version. If you asked AI to make like this graphic of us, this is what it would make.
Thank you.
PG-14, Larry is scary. I don't get that one. Who's Larry? Larry.
Don't let him sleep on my side of the bed, Larry.
That was for his dead wife. That's actually crazy that he said that was the scene. Anyway, we appreciate you.
Darnold. Let's hit the fucking numbers on the chest, buddy.
Oh, he said Laddie. My bad. He's talking about the Laddie Super Chat picking Navajo Sterling. So they really are duking it out on their pick here. Thank you very much for the Super Chat.
Larry.
Before we go ahead and hit this main card,
we got a fucking update. Thursday Night Football. We got $100 on the Seahawks. We're up 17-6. We got a fucking 3rd and 6 here for Sammy D coming in. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see how this one fucking plays out. We got a shotgun set, 3 wide to the right. Running back to the left. Man in motion. We're hiking it. Silent count. Ball is snapped. Looking to his left. Throwing it up. We got a caught ball and a first down. Sammy D, Seahawks.
That was actually a decent play call, but please don't do that again. Then we have these upcoming fight cards. I keep talking about all the picks, all the bets, all the tools, saying for it's an entire month. Here's the month. You'll get UFC Perth, UFC Rio with the new main event with Gamrot. You're going to get UFC 320, which is next weekend. You get 2 title fights there. You get Morab versus Sandhagen. You get the rematch of Alex Pereira and Ankalaev. And then we have the brand new main event at UFC Vancouver. For $10 at WeWantPicks.com, you'll unlock everything for these 4 cards. That will include the fight simulator, the optimizer, the tape index, the data analyzer, the line movement tracker, the prop hunter, and more. All these cards, all that stuff, every pick, every bet, every tool. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. If you do want to send something for the vlog, UFC Noche or Noche UFC, Jacob and I went to an event, so we filmed a vlog. UFC 320 is next week. You want us to open something on the vlog, read your letter. Thomas in Colorado always sends us beautiful letters, and we read those. We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. And finally, here is the number. I always forget to put this up after fights when I do my recap videos, but you guys want to leave us a message? Leave us a message. 866 We Want Picks.
Call in right now and leave a message.
939-2687. And we have another super chat. Bub Collins, can I get an Oh Billy for $2? Also, Ange, how's the weight? Weight's not good. Weight is not good.
The weight is belly. Oh, belly. Oh, my. Oh, belly.
The weight's waiting. Here, we do.
Oh, belly.
We do have this voicemail.
Jacob, you're a good little girl.
So, he's going to jerk off to that later. Isn't that right, good girl?
Excuse me? You wanted to repeat that like that? You thought that was just going to be okay to say something like that? The fuck? The inflection of your voice was like you couldn't wait to say that. That wasn't like trying to be funny. You said that very sexually.
Did you see in that you do watch Kill Tony?
Don't fucking change the subject here. Let's talk about the way you said that.
That's what I'm about to do. In that Kill Tony where there was like a prisoner there and Tony's like, if I was in prison and I dropped the soap. And Shane Gillis is like, is this some sick fantasy you're trying to live out right now? It was actually the timing of that was real incredible stuff.
We've got homos.
All right, here we go. Here's another voicemail. Then I'm breaking down this fight.
And you're fat. Jacob, let's fucking win some money. This is how legends are made.
Okay, that's Jacob's core audience right there. Yeah.
This
and you're
is
fat.
how legends
And
are
you're fat.
made.
And you're fat.
Yeah, we got a couple super chats here. Well,
$4.99 from Gabagool. Jacob, can we get an bullshit?
It's bullshit.
No, that's not what he wanted. Give it to him. Spend $5.
It's bullshit, people. It's bullshit. Oh.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I can't even do it because my voice. Bullshit. Bullshit. You missed the 2 spot too, by the way.
I'm not there yet. And then we got a $2 super chat from PG14X Tafa by first round. Ooh, I'm going to disagree with you there, but we'll talk about that in a second. I got one more voicemail to play, and then we'll break down that Tafa fight.
Yo, Edge, how was that tasty brisket sandwich from Bucky's? Tell me, how was it?
Dude.
Peace.
This is food porn. Listen, the Bucky's brisket sandwich is one of the best brisket sandwiches. Like it's a phenomenal brisket sandwich. That was your very first one.
I've never seen anybody walk faster in my life than from car to counter at the Busey's. You were fucking in there, brisket in hand, ready to go. I'm like, dude, I gotta pee. You like ready to go? Ready to go? Ready to go? Ready to go? We gotta pay. Ready to go?
Well, it's a delicious sandwich, and it's the highlight of a trip. It is
We've got
no
hobos.
joke. See, this red chimp is a fucking dork loser who's just saying shit to say shit, because Everybody agrees the Bucky's brisket sandwich is delicious. So people are like, that's a disgrace to brisket. You're just a fake.
I mean, it just tasted like a fucking anything special.
That's what I'm saying. It's a delicious biscuit sandwich. Is it the best? Is it the best thing in the world? No. But a disgrace to brisket? Shut the fuck up. Here we go. A dude has a pellet grill. Presses 2 buttons. It's the best. Shut the fuck up. Their brisket is dry as hell, not the sandwich, you Muppet clown. Johnny Castaneda, $2 super chat. Bucky's brisket sandwich is fire. Correct. That is the correct answer. The correct answer. Red Chimp is just hating the hate. The dude has a pellet grill, which is a cheat code. Turns it on, and is like, I am a smoke master. Another super chat. Let's go back. $20. PG-14. What do I get for first place? I don't know, man, but we appreciate it. You tell me what you want. We'll figure it out. We appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the super chats, genuinely.
You get a picture of his ass.
Next up, at UFC Perth, we have the opening fight of the main card. Justin Tafa taking on Louis Sutherland. Justin Tafa 7-5 in his career, 2-1 in his last 5. He is riding that 2-fight skid, taking on Louis Sutherland, 10-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, making his UFC debut. Louis Sutherland is a heavy-handed striker. He's got the big, wide stance, and I'm going to address this in a second, but the big, wide stance of a bodybuilder. Go get the picture ready. He's got a big, wide stance as a bodybuilder, and he kind of fights like that, like a guy that probably
can't. As a bodybuilder, are you okay?
Dude, I'm stroking out. This guy got me all fired up about brisket sandwiches. Brisket sandwiches got me all fired.
You doing what? You doing what?
Hands above the table. Listen, he looks like a guy that can't wipe his own ass. Like he just looks like he's too wide to lean back and get it done. He hits hard. He's fast. He actually has pretty good movement. He'll move in. He'll move out. It's pretty incredible, actually. He'll snatch up takedowns. He'll shoot.
What was that?
I used to say he snatches up legs, and then I said he snatches up takedowns. Dude, I am having a stroke. Something's not good right now. Things are happening. Louis Sutherland is actually a decent heavyweight who will shoot takedowns, who will fire right hands. He can be a little bit hittable, and that is going to be a problem because he's taking on Justin Tafa, who hits hard. Justin Tafa, who can knock you out. Justin Tafa, who has legs like this, who just kick your legs until they snap in half. Justin Tafa is sort of not who he used to be, but he is still a pretty solid striker with some very, very real power and a decent chin. These are 2 sloppy heavyweights. They're both just sloppy as shit. They're going to be winging punches. There's going to be nothing technical about this fight. This will be a slug fight. Now, I have been picking Louis Sutherland for 2 weeks. So I'm like, you know what? They both hit hard as hell, but Louis could also threaten a takedown. And I don't think Justin is now who he used to be. We've seen Justin lose with big power, like in his last fight. We've seen him lose just touching and going. We've seen him lose by getting out wrestled. Louis Sutherland is actually a pretty good fighter. And then, do you have the picture that you tweeted? Now, all of a sudden, though, Louis Sutherland ends up in the UFC, and he's just soft as shit.
You can see kind of that picture right there. Here's him at the fucking, whatever that fucking LFL. I mean, look at the fucking, it looks like he's
traps.
Got a backpack on. He's got fucking traps out that fucking, the veins popping out or whatever. And then we've got Louis Sutherland, we've got Louis Sutherland showing up at fucking picture day.
That's a
little fucking...
He looks like
fucking belly button fucking tat though, but I mean he looks a little bit.
He looks like Hamdi Abdelwahab. So yeah, I'm a little.
Still fail a drug test.
Hamdi did fail a drug test. So I am a little concerned about that pick. I've been picking Louis for 2 weeks, and then that picture popped up. I was like, I haven't bet on him, thank God. What do you think happens here?
Yeah, anybody betting on this fight is either a fucking Tafa fan or a Tafa fucking hater, because who knows what kind of, I don't know what Louis is going to show up. I don't know if he's going to come in aggressive, shooting takedowns. I don't know if he's going to come in off the sauce, be a little bit not confident in his abilities. I don't know if Tafa's just, he's just going to, we know what Tafa's going to do. He's just going to fucking sit and wait, and he's either going to find a shot like he did against your boy, or he's going to fucking...
Oh, what the fuck?
Or he's going to... I mean,
Dude,
that
Parker
literally is-
Porter is undefeated in BKFC right now.
How many wins?
2 finishes.
Yeah, there you go. It's good. We like Parker Porter. I have nothing against the former. I mean, the rumor is, I don't want to spoil this, but I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the White House card, but they're talking about maybe doing the rematch for the main event, John Jones versus Parker Porter. That's what I've been hearing. But Parker, I think John is in, but I think Parker's wanting $50 million, and I don't know if they're going to give it to him. So, just a little rumor there that I've heard through the grapevine. And we know
Did you?
Angelo loves those grapes, the fermented grapes.
I do. First of all, both original and fermented are fantastic.
Honestly, you would do fucking absolutely great in prison. Not only from that fucking luscious ass that you have, but the way that you could probably make some fucking toilet
Prison
wine.
wine?
I bet you would kill the shit out of making some fucking prison wine.
I don't know. I get skeeved out pretty quick. I don't know about garbage bag wine with old fruit. I saw a video of making it. It's like, God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you just fucking, it's old school.
It's rotting fruit. It's rotting fruit in a garbage bag in a toilet. Like it's God.
Throw it down to get drunk. Yeah.
So your official answer is you don't know who wins and it's a
I
sloppy
don't know.
fight.
Let me see who I picked. I picked Justin Taffa because I think Louis is a little bit too stiff, and the way he closes the distance, I think Taffa will have something. But this could be. I played the under 1.5 in that parlay that we talked about, but this could be Louis just press him against the fence and just kind of waiting this shit out. It could be. I mean, this is like the most typical. Could be just a fucking terrible fucking fight.
No, I imagine it will be, honestly, because Justin Taffa fights aren't exciting. He just eventually finds a finish. Like they're not wars. To your
And then
point,
he
just waits
walks
and
him off
throws a
too.
punch.
There's nothing. He just fucking acts like he doesn't give a shit. He just
Yeah.
hits somebody and just walks away. It's fucking.
It'll be interesting to see what the outcome is here, but just a sloppy, old-fashioned heavyweight kid after a fight.
Kids like I'm sloppy.
No reason to bet
What's
on
that
this
from?
fight, but there's I don't know. Slop at Joe's, slop at Joe's.
I know you kids like I'm sloppy. You're freaking us out.
This fight's not worth betting on, but there are plenty of.
Come on, man. That's a classic, dude. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Just in time.
To glaze everybody from the continent. All right, go to the website.
Rewind about 10 minutes and listen to what Angelo was saying about you, Bet Sam. My God.
I said if you listen to Bet Sam and if you listen to Artem, they're going to tell you the Navajo Stirling is the best light heavyweight on planet Earth. Next up, at UFC Perth, we have Tom Nolan taking on Charlie Campbell. Tom Nolan, a 9-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is on that 3-fight win streak. Taking on Charlie Campbell, 9-2 in his career, also 4-1 in his last 5, also on a 3-fight win streak. This is a fight where I'm surprised the odds are kind of wide. I thought this would be pretty much a 50-50 fight. Tom Nolan, long, lean striker, accurate, technical. No problem getting into a
look
brawl.
like a combination of both these guys. Good-looking guys.
What, the red of Charlie and then the paleness of Tom?
I got the beautiful Tom blue eyes. I got the kind of the facial hair of Tom, the bone structure of Tom. A little bit of Charlie as well.
Sure. No, yeah, these are the two that you look like for sure. Not Jamie Mullarkey. Tom Nolan, long, lean, used the length pretty good. Decent chin. I know he's been knocked out in that one loss, but I've also seen him eat some massive shots. Lots of pressure, lots of volume, good amount of power. The striking defense isn't really there, but he's pretty durable. Coming off that win over Vyacheslav Borishev, where a well-timed takedown suited him pretty well. Taking on Charlie Campbell, technical striker. He likes to pick his shots. He's got accuracy. He doesn't just move forward chaotically. He will throw nice little small combinations. He can be hittable, though, because his hands are low, and he's got those nice leg kicks. Good takedown defense, very busy if he ends up on top. He is coming off that win over Trevor Peek, where it was pretty clear Trevor Peek doesn't have any fighting skills whatsoever. I am going to pick Tom Nolan here. I think these guys are pretty much equal, except Tom Nolan's just a little bit taller, And I like Tom Nolan's forward pressure because if you just keep moving forward, it's going to be very hard for Charlie Campbell to plant and get the leg kicks going. And without the leg kicks, Charlie doesn't have really much to set up everything else. So Tom Nolan is going to be the pick here. But this is a really, really close fight and kind of tricky to pick. And you can see here the odds full-blown flipped from plus money Tom to now the favorite. What do you think, Jacob?
I'm glad you mentioned leg kicks. The leg kicks probably aren't going to be there like they were the last fight. Tom Nolan's a southpaw. And I've said this about the Contender Series, and obviously you gotta match up who you match up. But some of the worst fights in the world are when you have an orthodox versus southpaw fighter. I mean, that staggered stance. Nobody can land a jab. Nobody can land a leg kick. It's just a lot of these fights turn into just fucking just stare at each other fights when it's a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter. I've said for the Contender Series they should never fucking book those type of fights because it never is what you think it is. This fight's gonna come down to one thing. If it stays at range, in kicking range, Tom Nolan's going to win. He loves those big blast kicks, being the southpaw, just straight to the fucking lip, to the head kicks. And if he can do that and bounce around, he's probably going to win this fight. But if Charlie can get inside, mix in some takedowns, keep on the pressure, and turn this into a boxing fight, I think he's the better boxer of the two. Nolan's more of like the one-hitter quitter, but he really likes the range and the power. And if Charlie can kind of just get in his chest and make it nasty,
No, keep it straight. Stay on track. Don't let those intrusive thoughts win.
I think he can win this fight. And Charlie really is kind of dialed in. And you could tell that last fight because typical Charlie Campbell would have came into that Trevor Peek fight and really tried to like match energy. Like, oh, you want to go? Like, I'll fucking go. But you could tell he wanted to pick his spots more. He was taking his time more. And he looked really good in that fight. And when push came to shove, in a fight where fucking you would expect when you watch a Trevor Peek fight, he's not a great fighter, he's not technical, but he usually fucking outdogs people. They were both gassed in that fight, and it was Charlie Campbell that was outdogging Trevor Peek. He was getting the takedowns. He was getting the control. He was beating him to the positions. So if Charlie comes in and gets in this guy's chest early and turns this into a dogfight, Tom Nolan was able to stay a distance against Slava and keep that whatever, and that was his type of pace, and he was able to win that decision. If Charlie fights like he fought against Trevor Peek and gets in this guy's fucking chest and makes it a dogfight or whatever, I think he's going to pull this fight out, and I think that's exactly what he does. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this pick, but I'm taking Charlie Campbell here because I think he's more well-rounded, and if push comes to shove and this turns into a pressure fight, I've seen Trevor Peek I've seen Charlie Campbell outdog fucking Trevor Peek. That's a tough guy to fucking outdog. I'm taking Charlie Campbell here. And honestly, I think there's a finish either way. A lot of times when you get these tough guy, whatever, I think somebody finds a finish. I think it could be Charlie.
Yeah, listen, I don't hate that. I obviously went with the Nolan side, but I don't hate the Charlie pick. I think this should be a 50-50 fight. And, I mean, the opening odds indicated Charlie's the favorite. It was the public that moved the line, but that's the public.
And somebody said Nolan got KO'd by Mata in the first round, shaking my head.
Dude, Mata hits hard as fuck.
Dude, he fucking might hit the hardest in the fucking... He hits like a fucking light heavyweight. That dude fucking hits like a fucking tank.
Yeah, he hits insanely hard. And, we're split here. So if you need a tiebreaker, just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. We have an artificial intelligence that'll tell you what they picked. We got BetSam, we got Artem. We have tools that pick fights as well. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Unlock every single pick, bet, and tool leading into UFC 320 next week. UFC Rio after that. UFC Vancouver. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Dude, I just kept laughing in my own head because, like, your brain was like, do something gay, say something gay. It's like, no, stay on track, be straight. Yeah, you were about to sing all gay.
You have a problem with the LGBT community, Angelo?
No, I just love
Which
that. Which
one of them do you hate the worst?
Johnny Castaneda says, I don't trust the Taffas anymore. Yeah, I mean, they're a very unreliable family. That is for sure. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Another $2 from PG14. Nolan has better hands. I agree. He's the more technical striker.
He doesn't.
Johnny Castaneda.
But he doesn't.
Again with the 5 spot. John Jones is coaching.
Nasty.
Gable Stevenson says he's the next UFC champ. What happens with Gable
He's
Stevenson?
fighting in dirty boxing.
He is. He's doing everything. Dude, he's getting paid, dude, and good for him. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He did not win the wrestling national championships this year, but a multiple-time national champion wrestler. He is going to make a fortune, so let him make it. And I don't hate that he's doing bare knuckle. I actually love that. Let's find out if he's a dog.
He's not doing bare knuckle.
You said BKFC.
No, I said Misfit Boxing or whatever it is.
No, it's BKFC.
He's not doing bare knuckle.
Dude.
Must be embarrassing.
It is going to be embarrassing. Gable Stevenson.
Or it's the dirty boxing thing, whatever. It's dirty boxing. It's not bare knuckle. It's whatever the Brian Battle.
I can't find it. Headlines. Oh, dirty boxing. Yeah,
That's
you're
what I
right.
said.
DBX,
Yeah,
dirty
idiot.
boxing.
No, dude. That was your reaction, by the way.
Well, you said misfits.
I didn't say it. I said dirty boxing.
Well, I am still good with that. Same exact point, because it's basically striking only. You can get a quick takedown and then whatever, but I like that for him because let's see how good his striking can be. I'm very curious to see how good Gable Stevenson can be, and I'm rooting for him because the heavyweight division kind of sucks too. PG-14, Matthews should win unless Vegas makes a call. Well, they're not in Vegas. They're in a different continent, so agreed. Matthews should win. And we'll talk about that now. Next up at UFC Perth, we have Jake Matthews taking on Neil Magny. Jake Matthews, 22-7 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, and he's coming off that back climbing win over Chidi Njokuani, taking on Neil Magny, 30-13 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that incredible win over Elizu Zaleski. Jake Matthews is a guy we've broken down many, many times before. He's a well-rounded kid. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike.
I love this son of a bitch, man. You know how special he is to me right now? Oh, my God. What a catch by Marvin Harrison Jr. just now. Do you know how special he is to me, Angelo?
How special is he?
I mean, the last lock of the week win in the last fucking 2 months or whatever it's been was fucking Jake Matthews.
He's on an island.
God bless that man. Or God, I guess Allah bless that. He's devout.
He converted
Muslim, so.
full Muslim.
Inshallah.
He is a pretty skilled fighter. He's young, he's fast, he's athletic, he can grapple, he can strike. He's been inconsistent with his grappling, not shooting as many takedowns as we know he can, but he did just climb Chidi Njokuani's back and then get that done. He's in for it, though, and I don't mean in for it like he's going to lose, but I do mean he's got to mind his P's and Q's because he's fighting the battle-tested Neil Magny. While Neil is old, and Neil is definitely slowing down and not who he used to be, he is a guy that's been around forever, fought all the best people in the division. He's a guy that can grapple, he can strike, he can stay busy, he's never going to quit on you, and he'll take advantage of young guy mistakes like he did against Mike Milan. He did just spark Elizu Zaleski in that fight as well. I do think Jake Matthews wins this fight. I don't think there's any reason to overcomplicate it. I think Jake is younger, faster. I think Jake can do all the things Neil does and do them better. And Jake has been around long enough to A, not make stupid mistakes, and B, not quit if things get tough like Mike Milan did. So Jake Matthews is going to be the pick. I just have no idea whatsoever if this is a boring 15 minutes or if Jake has another like climb the back, make something happen type performance. What do you think, Jacob?
What do we say, Angelo?
That my eyes are dry?
What the fuck do we say? And I'm tired of fucking saying it. But it comes to fruition every fucking time Neil Magny fights. What do we say?
Oh, don't clinch with him and you'll win.
Ding, 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 ding. Don't fucking clinch with the guy and you're gonna fucking win. Last fight was Zaleski. Zaleski was doing well. He starts randomly engaging in the clinch, and I said on a live stream that this fucking second it happened, he's gonna fucking lose. And everyone's like, "What do you mean he's winning the grappling? What are you talking about? He's gonna fucking lose if you start just holding on to this guy. This guy Neil Magny can just figure a way to just get in these fights and land little elbows and get on top and do all stuff. Don't fucking clinch with Neil Magny, and you will fucking win, Jake Matthews. You're the dog. You're the last lock of the week winner. You're minus 400 favorite. Stay at range. Box this guy. Just jab, 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 little right hand, little combination. He's going to come at you like a zombie trying to grab onto you while you're popping him in the face. Don't fucking let him grab you. You don't grab him, and you win the fucking fight. It's the easiest game plan in the world, and for whatever reason, we keep seeing people come in against Neil Magny, and they grab a hold of him, and every time they do, it's almost like the Office moment. Like Jim looking at the camera. They grab him, and he almost looks at the camera like this, is like, gotcha. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the second they grab Neil Magny's like, oh, fuck. Now I'm in this fight. Don't fucking touch him. Don't fucking grab him, and you win. Jake should win this fight.
Agreed. We're on the same page here. I don't even think it's that bad. I agree with the don't clinch Neil Magny, you should win. And I used that example and said, hey, go check out what Philly Fresh did. That jackass engaged in the clinch and lost the fight because of it in a fight that he was winning. I think Jake Matthews should be good almost no matter what here, so he's going to be the pick. I am not touching him in DraftKings Fantasy because he might score almost no points whatsoever and just jab, hang out, jab, hang out. Or he could do what he just did to Chidi and Njokuani and just climb that dude's back and make something happen. We just watched, not just, but a few years ago, we saw little itty-bitty Gilbert Burns ragdoll Neil Magny, and more of the same could happen here. So I'm going to ignore this as far as DraftKings Fantasy is concerned, but if you want to check out what the optimizer has to say, what the fight simulator has to say, they will build you DraftKings Fantasy lineups, and they'll throw these fighters in at whatever appropriate rate the machine thinks should work. Check it all out. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month's
This guy
worth of
fucking
access.
Sam Darnold's about to fucking really fucking piss me off. We got a game here, Angelo. 5 minutes left. Seahawks with the ball up 7. Sam Darnold just first down, almost just looked like he wanted to throw an interception.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Next up, at UFC Perth, we have Jimmy Crute taking on Ivan Ruslan. Jimmy Crute, 13-4 in his career, 1-2-2 in his last 5, taking on Ivan Ruslan. 14-5 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, looking for his first UFC win. This is another interesting fight because Jimmy Crute is better than his recent record. I've been ragging him for years. The fact that this guy has only won a single fight in 5 years is absurd to me. His last fight, he won that fight. It was his first win. It was his first win in 5 years. Jimmy Crute does go to the barber and says, give me the mullet. I want to look like a suburban 12-year-old white kid. I want to look cool. But then he goes out there, doesn't always live up to those expectations, but he did in his last fight. The reality is Jimmy Crute's a good wrestler. Jimmy Crute has good jiu-jitsu. Jimmy Crute also has decent striking. He averages about 4 takedowns per fight. He's not a pure grappler, though. The striking is decent. He's got skills overall. He's a pretty well-rounded guy. I don't think the skills have ever been the issue has ever been Jimmy Crute's skills. I think the issue is Jimmy Crute's brain. We've seen him retire. We've seen him unretire. We've seen him cry, which that I get. It's an emotional sport. But we've seen Jimmy Crute have a lot of random highs and lows, and I think his performances ultimately come down to where he is mentally. Hopefully, fighting at home is going to have him in a good enough place because with Ivan Ruslan, he basically just needs to survive an early storm. Ivan Ruslan is a KO or bust striker. He's going to move forward. He's going to bomb away like a psychopath, and then he will slow down. If he knocks you out, that's a problem for you. If he doesn't knock you out, he will slow down, and then you can take over, and you can get it done. He's coming off that decision loss to Navajo Stirling, where he was taken down by a kickboxer. Navajo Stirling was taking him down left and right. If Navajo's doing it, Jimmy Crute should be able to do it. So Jimmy Crute's going to be the win. He's going to be the pick. He has 1 win in 5 years. Little mentally all over the place, if you will. And I don't think it's going to matter. I think he'll get his takedowns. I think he wins this fight. Jimmy Crute's going to be the pick. And I think we're just getting a discount on the retire-unretire saga that has been Jimmy Crute's career. What do you think, Jacob?
Jimmy Crute is fucking terrible. He retired because he knew he was fucking terrible. He came back. He looked fucking terrible. Even in that last fight, his entries were not great. His striking continued to look fucking terrible. If this guy, Ivan Urslan, knocks this guy out, I'm not going to be surprised in the fucking slightest. He should be able to get a takedown. And if he gets a takedown, he is a pretty good grappler if he gets on top of people. I have picked against Jimmy Crute in every single fight he's ever had. So I'm picking him in this one because it should be a takedown, a nice whatever. I'm not fucking betting this guy, and I'm not going to be surprised if he gets knocked out. His striking is fucking atrocious. He doesn't move his head. He doesn't set up shots. He fucking just kind of clubs these fucking weirdo shots with fucking shit-ass takedowns. I hate Jimmy Crute. Seems like a good, decent guy, you know. There's always just about fighting or whatever, but I think he's fucking terrible. But I'm picking him. I don't know.
Boy, I was just kind of giving him a hard time for the haircut because that is. Are you seeing all the? I mean, you probably don't. Hopefully, the answer is no. All those little baseball boys with their fucking stupid pink drippy shirts and their mullets.
I don't know.
That's what Jimmy Crute looks like. Jimmy Crute looks like every 10-year-old boy in a 5-mile radius of my house. And it's just funny to be 30-something years old.
You're checking out a lot of the 10-year-old boys around your.
I got to make sure my daughters are free and clear from the chaos. So I was just busting his balls over his haircut. Sounds like you have a real personal issue with the guy.
I don't have a personal issue with him. I just think he's not a very good fighter. It's the reason why he knows he's not a good fighter. He fucking retired because he wasn't a good fighter. And he still can't strike for shit.
For him to retire and then come back and then have the performance he had after he came back and giving us a whole speech about, oh, I'm back and I needed that. It is quite the wild ride. I do think he wins his head. Fight. I do think he wins this fight, though, because it should be literally as easy as get the takedowns. Now, you could argue Navajo got the takedowns because Navajo is supposed to be a scary striker, so Ivan had something to worry about.
All right,
Jimmy isn't.
Shut up. 4th and 7. We need Seahawks to hit this field goal. 3:30 left. This would pretty much ice the game if they hit this. We got, a 53-yard attempt. The snap is, hold is good, kick is up. Oh, my God, he fucking missed it.
Well, if you bet on that game and just lost some money this weekend, next weekend.
Lost some money. They're up 7 still, but now the fucking Cardinals can fucking. Sorry, Angelo doesn't know how football works, guys.
Well, I didn't know the score.
I gave you the score, the situation, everything.
I don't listen. I was just doing a sweet segue. So.
Oh, my God, he fucking missed it.
If you want to check out every pick, bet, and tool, UFC 320 is next weekend. UFC Rio is after that. We have this weekend with UFC Perth. We have UFC Vancouver. All of those events, every pick, every bet, every tool. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Then we have an app. Download the app. Everything we do is available inside of the app, and we will give you push notifications.
That was the co-main, wasn't it? I mean,
it is the co-main now. No, that wasn't the co-main.
Oh, yeah, Jack Jenkins. Yeah.
Here's the co-main. Next up. At UFC Perth, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have another mullet from that side of the world. We have Jack Jenkins taking on Ramon Tavares. Jack Jenkins, 13-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. And he's coming off that submission loss to Gabriel Santos. Taking on Ramon Tavares, 10-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision loss to Davy Grant. This line has collapsed. This betting line is insane. Because if you're looking at it right here, and only right here, you'll see Jack Jenkins open at -240s, -280, easy breezy line movement. But if you go and you watch my video from 2 weeks ago, every Sunday, you will get a new fight breakdown no matter what. Fights, no fights, I'm in town, I'm out of town, doesn't matter. You're getting a new video every Sunday. So 2 Sundays ago, when we had no fights, I still gave you a UFC Perth breakdown. If you go back and you watch that, you will see the odds at that time had Jack Jenkins at -480. He is now only -280. The line has collapsed. And I get it. That other line was disrespectful because Ramon Tavares is good. Is he amazing? No, but he's a powerful striker. He keeps his hands low to protect himself from takedowns, and he needs to do that because people love trying to take him down. He's got good counter strikes. He's got incredible power. He's very fast. He stands southpaw. He launches shots, and he does a good job mixing shots up between the body and the head. He is coming off that loss to Davy Grant, but that loss was because he was chasing power. He was trying to knock out Davy Grant, just overhand bombing, while Davy just stayed busy and just threw a shot. And if he does the same here, he's going to lose this fight because Jack Jenkins, solid striker. He's got good power of his own. He's got good takedown defense. He likes to pressure forward. He'll blast your legs. He's got takedowns, 9 takedowns in his UFC tenure. So it's an interesting fight to break down because I think Jack Jenkins is wildly overrated. I think Jack Jenkins is getting too much credit. He's like, 5 or 6 years removed from breaking somebody's leg, and that's all people give a shit about is like, oh, his leg kicks. I don't think they matter as much as people say they do because he doesn't really use them as often as he should. His wins aren't great. I think Jack Jenkins is unproven. I am going to pick him, though. And the only reason I'm going to pick him here is because if Ramon Tavares is just chasing power like he was in his last fight, and I can see why he does it because he has it, I think Jack Jenkins can beat him the exact same way Davey Grant did. Just stay busy, hit him more times than you're getting hit, avoid the giant looping shots, and he'll get it done. So Jack Jenkins is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
We got a big 4th down coming up for the Cardinals.
Oh, another one?
Timeout right now. But I've been a Jack Jenkins hater for a long time. I told you guys, even in that fucking Herbert Burns fight, I'm like, Herbert Burns got to fucking take this guy down. It's going to be a fucking problem. And he did a couple times. I mean,
which is like, whoa.
Yeah. I picked Cheppy against Jack Jenkins as my lock of the week. Cheppy, to his credit, almost fucking did lose his leg. Thank God he got that judo throw into the fucking, oh, my arms. Oh, my arm. Oh, that was a hell of a catch. They just got the fucking 1st down on a crazy fucking catch, which is very concerning. But we've seen people fight through fucking arm breaks and stuff before, try to top me. Like he got fucking shot in the back of the head. My fucking arm. But I will say, because I'm always transparent, I fucking hate Jack Jenkins. I don't think he's a good fighter as well. I've always hated Jack Jenkins. Fake tough guy, all this bullshit. I looked at this fight, and I said, oh my God, we've got a heavy front leg boxer that wants to work off the jab versus a fucking leg kicking machine, Jack Jenkins. This to me was going to be like fucking as easy as that Cowie fight. I looked at that Cowie fight and I was like, that looks to me like it's just going to be fucking Cowie can blast leg kicks. Leg kicks are probably going to work. And that's exactly how that played out. And I was like, Jack Jenkins against a front foot heavy boxer against Ramon should be a piece of cake. And then I was like, oh, fuck. Ramon Tavares is a southpaw, so it's a little bit different. That front leg is a little bit different on the southpaw. It's not fucking sitting right there. It's a different type of a leg kick. I'm sure he's going to throw it the exact same, but he's not going to be able to land it like he would on an orthodox fighter with it fucking right fucking in front of you like he's snapping legs. So it does make things a little bit more interesting. I think that obviously benefits Ramon in a big way. Ramon is a very, very capable, very, very high-level boxer. So I'm not as high on Jack Jenkins as I want to be. I'm a Jack Jenkins hater, but I am going to pick him. I actually had a parlay that I played, which was like a very confident play, which was Jack Jenkins and Jake Matthews. I put a lot of money on it, and then I was like, oh, fuck, Ramon's a southpaw. That changes a lot of things, but Jack has shown that he's even without the arm break and stuff. I know I gave him shit, but he's a tough dude. He dropped, Gabriel Santos, whatever, in the last fight, was thrown into a triangle. Doesn't panic in those type of situations. Was able to get out of it. He's got some wrestling. He's got some grappling. So, if this is just a straight boxing match, this is going to be very interesting. But if he mixes it up, is able to land some inside leg kicks on that heavy leg of Ramon and do his thing, it should be a Jack Jenkins play. But I'm a hater, and we might play Ramon in the live stream. I don't know. Depends on what kind of fucking mood I'm in.
There we go. Spite bet in the co-main event. I'm also on the Jack Jenkins side. I am not going to throw him in my DraftKings fantasy lineup.
And by the way, Jack Jenkins didn't even fucking break his arm. He didn't even get surgery.
He just dislocated it?
Yeah, he just threw it in a sling for a week. Get the fuck out of here. Good news, guys. Don't need surgery.
Listen, I'm not going to put him in my DraftKings fantasy lineup because while I do think he wins, I don't know how he's going to win, and Ramon is very, very tough. So I don't think he's going to be worth that $9,400 price tag. But if you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Next up, at UFC Perth, we have the main event of the evening. We have Carlos Ulberg taking on Dominic Reyes in what could determine the next light heavyweight title challenger. We got Carlos Ulberg riding the longest active win streak in this division. He's 12-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, on an 8-fight win streak, taking on Dominic Reyes, 15-4 in his career, 3-2, 3-2. Jesus Christ, in his last 5, riding that 3-fight win streak.
Oh God.
Carlos is another line here that's moved pretty dramatically, but his has widened. He becomes a bigger and bigger favorite. I think people are just looking at it saying, okay, the better striker at home wins the fight. And that's not terrible logic because Carlos Ulberg is a very good striker, professional kickboxer, made his way over to MMA. He has evolved. He can shoot takedowns. He can defend takedowns. We've seen him win fights only with the wrestling. He's not necessarily that big one-punch power guy that we thought he was going to be, though. But he is technical. He's got good footwork. He is coming off of that win, in air quotes, over Jan Blachowicz, where we all think he lost that fight and he was kind of just running backwards. He's taking on Dominic Reyes, 15-4 in his career. So he's got a lot of experience. Those 4 losses all came back to back to back to back. He worked his way to a title shot with John Jones, lost that fight. Very close fight. A lot of people thought he won. Then he got knocked out. Then he got knocked out. Then he got knocked out. Dominic Reyes is the only person I've ever seen at a high level pull himself out of a death spiral. Everybody else, and I keep using Cody Garbrandt as an example, works their way to something important, loses that fight, loses another, maybe wins one like incredibly favorable matchup, and then loses again. That's not what's happened with Dominic Reyes. He pulled himself out of that death spiral, and now he's got 3 wins in a row, 3 knockouts over decent opponents. He beat Anthony Smith by knockout. He beat Dustin Jacoby by knockout. Nikita Krylov
By the way,
by knockout.
all those were ranked fighters. You were asking why he's ranked.
They were all ranked at the time?
Yeah, it's a fucking... The division's terrible, dude.
I mean, Anthony Smith being ranked isn't crazy, but Nikita Krylov being ranked?
He's been ranked in the top 10 like for 15 years just because.
That is crazy. He was submitted by friggin' Paul Craig,
Did you
wasn't
know
he?
who the third one is? Did you figure it out?
Oh, no.
It was
I
Loma.
forgot. Oh, shit. So Dominic Reyes is building his career back. So the question is he all the way back? Is he good enough to beat Carlos Ulberg? Can Dominic Reyes just find the shot that he's been finding? Or is he going to get outclassed by the better striker? I'm going to use Jacob's logic here. I'm going to pick the better striker in what should be a mostly striking matchup. So Carlos Ulberg is going to be the pick. I don't love him, though. I think these odds are very wide. We watched him get knocked out against Kennedy Nzechukwu in a fight that he was trying to just cruise his way to a victory. Kennedy didn't give a shit, landed clean, knocked him out. Dominic could do literally the exact same thing, but Carlos Ulberg is the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, let me preface this again, because when I'm a hater, I'm a fucking hater. By the way, Cardinals, 3rd and 5 here, minute 16, down by 7 on the Seahawks 25-yard line. We got Kyler, shotgun set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, running back to his right, looking left, throwing deep. Oh, fuck. Marvin caught it, the 7. Oh, fuck. I am a Carlos Ulberg hater. I am a Carlos Ulberg hater. I picked fucking Volkan versus him, who almost outstruck him. I picked fucking Jan, who fucking beat him. Let's just go, for shits and giggles, Angelo, me and you, let's go through the fucking resume here. Because this guy's ranked 3rd in the division. And you just tell me A through a fucking F what you think this fucking resume is. First of all, you mentioned Kennedy Nzechukwu fucking lost. That was his UFC debut after the Contender Series. He fucking lost the fight. Next one, Fabio Cherant. Decision win. the water buffalo. Okay? There's a little win for him. Next win, Tafon Nzechukwu, a 3-4 UFC fighter, not in the UFC anymore. There's another win. Next one, Nikolai Negumereanu, who is now cut from the UFC. At the time, that's not a bad win. Right, he finished some. Nikolai looked like he was a kind of a guy, so I'll give him a decent win on that one. Next one, Ihor Pretoria knocks him out. Ihor is 3-6 in the UFC with 6 finished losses. He's been finished 6 times in the UFC. Actually, I like Ihor, but it is what it is. Do Woon Jung, what did he have to do in that fight? Panic wrestle in the 3rd round because he was getting uncomfortable and started to slow down that fight. Was able to win that fight. Alonzo Menafield, who had fucking Fat Barry in his corner, who said, just fucking run at this guy with no game plan. He was able to get the knockdown in that fight. And then we had Volkan, who almost outstruck Carlos on the numbers. A decision win. Cardinals just fucking scored. And then we had Jan, where he lost. So we got Kennedy, Fabio, Tafon, Nikolai, Ihor, Du, Alonzo, Volkan, and Jan. He arguably lost the last fight. Decision win. I'm telling you, this guy is a fucking left-hand merchant. That's all he's got. You want to talk about the better fighter in this matchup? Dominic Reyes is the much better fighter in this matchup. I wouldn't be surprised if Dominic Reyes comes in and maybe shoots a takedown just to see what's going on. He's the more powerful striker. He's the more technical striker, in my opinion. I know he's got some chin issues, be chin or whatever, but this guy, Carlos Ulberg, just backs up. He doesn't like people in his face. He's got overrated power, and the only shot he really has is that fucking check left hook. That's all he's got. And if you can stay away from that, you back him up, and it's going to come down to a decision, or you're going to land the more powerful shot, because when you get him corralled, this isn't fucking Volkan. This isn't fucking overrated power Jan Blachowicz. This is Dominic fucking Reyes, a real fucking athlete, and literally the prime of his fucking career, even though we thought we've already seen his prime. 35 fucking years old. He can back this guy up and fucking chin him. I'm going to take the better fighter here. That's Dominic Reyes. I don't give a fuck if he's plus 220. He's the better overall fighter. Carlos Ulberg is a fucking fraudulent contender. He's got a left hand. That's fucking it. He slows down, overrated power, no backup plan. He's going to get backed up, and Dominic Reyes is going to win this fucking fight.
Damn. Why didn't you make him the lock of the week then?
Because Musasa sucks.
Okay. I thought that whole rant was about how Carlos sucks.
Well, I mean, Dominic Reyes has been chinned a lot. So I see some question marks there.
Do you think he knocks out Carlos Ulberg, or you think he just kind of...
I think he definitely could. I can't believe this game is tied right now.
Yeah. I am surprised these odds are wide. This does feel closer to 50-50 than anything, because while Dominic Reyes did have to pull himself out of a death spiral, every single one of his fights was against a better opponent than Carlos Ulberg. Every single one. So he has a high level experience. Carlos Ulberg, I mentioned, longest active win streak in this division. And if he wins this fight, he has to get the next title shot. Who the hell is it going to be? The UFC tried to set up Ming Yang Zhang, and he blew it. So who the hell would it be if it's not Carlos Ulberg? This is likely a number one contender matchup here, because if Dominic knocks him out, that's 4 knockout wins in a row. Like, this is probably going to be it, guys. So strap in. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. We have everything you need for this card.
We got Darnold's got a shot here. We got 28 seconds left. Darnold in the shotgun. The kicker fucked up. They got the ball at the 40. He's dropping back. He's looking. He's got to dump it off to the right. Nobody there. That's okay. 2nd and 10. 23 seconds left. They got a timeout in their back pocket. They just need about 15 yards to give their kicker a chance. He missed the fucking field goal that would have iced the game. He could come back and fucking win it here. Let's see what happens. Do a little pitch here.
I did the pitch. We got a couple of super chats. $5 super chat from Johnny Castaneda. Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy. Johnny. Not good. I think they're going to I think Darnold's going to throw a dime here over the middle and get him in field goal range, is what I feel. Shotgun set, 2 to the right. 1 to the left, running back offset to his left. Darnold gets the shotgun, drops back, a little 3-step drop, looking over the middle. Little boom, he got him in field goal range, Darney. A little back shoulder fucking fade. The clock is ticking. They're getting to the line. They're saving their timeout. Oh, they're just going to go. No, they called their timeout.
There we go. While they're doing a timeout, the next Lennon sent us $1.99. He said, gents, I just got here way too drunk. Love yous. Well, we appreciate you, Next Lennon. Love seeing the names that we see every single week. We appreciate the long-term support. And then Johnny Castaneda again with another 5 spot. You guys should also do Thursday night football commentary during football season. I love the energy. Dude, I don't know fuck for shit. Can't be me.
Did he really not get out of bounds there?
That's a Jacob thing.
No, I thought he did. It looked like he got out of bounds. That's kind of bullshit. Are they reviewing that?
Oh, bullshit.
He got out of bounds. That's bullshit.
Guys, I appreciate you all being here.
No, we're not ending this right now. We got to fucking, this game's about to go to fucking, it's 16 seconds left. We got to keep this fucking thing rolling.
16 NFL seconds is 13 minutes.
I mean, it definitely could be, but we're going to sit,
that's a fucking
we're gonna sit here until it's fucking over.
Well,
He
then
got
let
out
me
of
continue.
bounds.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Our
Like the
data
video if you haven't already. That guy definitely got out of bounds. That was a terrible call.
The stats say that 70% of you have subscribed, which is fantastic, but that means 30% of you, which is hundreds of thousands, have not subscribed. We do 500,000 views a rolling 28 days. Some of those are repeat views. Some of those are new views. Either way, click the button.
Here we go.
Costs you
18
nothing.
seconds left, 2020. They said he got out of bounds, so they keep their timeout. I imagine they're just going to run oh, Kyler's pissed. They're going to run a little draw here, a little something up the middle, and then call their timeout, kick the field goal. Nothing crazy here. About a 54-yarder here. About the same one he's already missed. They're in a shotgun set. Can't take a sack here, Darnold. Cannot take a sack here. Cardinals calling a timeout. They're going to think about it. They're going to set up their defense. I don't like the shotgun set here. I know that he just missed a 54-yarder. But you take a sack here and you're in fucking real trouble because then you got to burn your timeout. Then you got to go to the sideline. I think you just fucking line up, run it down the middle, and let him kick another 50-yarder, and just land it with that. Because if you take if they go shotgun set
are they
here,
not doing anything right now?
no, I just said they took another timeout.
Okay.
If he fucking takes a fucking sack here, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Go ahead.
We have tools on the website for this sport, like a data analyzer, a fight simulator, an optimizer, a line movement tracker,
here
a
we
prop
go.
hunter, a tape index.
They're in the shotgun again. I imagine there's going to be a draw. They got to do a little draw here. Shotgun, trips left tight. It is going to be a draw. Thank God. Oh, my God. It's a face mask. That was a face mask. Tell me that wasn't a fucking face mask in there.
It was not a face mask.
All right, they're winding it down. We got a field goal, Dom. I got $100 on this. He's got smelling salts. He just ripped the smelling salts. The kicker going on the field just gave him one. Hit the smelling salts, and then prayed it up. We got fucking 4 seconds on the clock. Seahawks it's going to be probably about a 50-yarder. He just missed a 54-yarder that would have iced the game. He's got a chance for redemption. Darnold did what he needed to do. 2nd and 6, no timeouts. So if it's a bad snap, they got to go for it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Angelo, does he hit it or doesn't he? Does he hit it or doesn't he?
You don't miss 2 in one game. You lose your job over that shit. He hits it.
52-yard attempt. He hits it, they win. He misses, they go to overtime. So it's not over. So we might have to sit here a little bit longer here.
Yeah, I'm not watching overtime.
Excuse me? Oh, bullshit. Here we go. The snap is now. The kick is up. Oh, fuck. Oh, he hit it. He traded it. We did it, baby. Seahawks. We did it. Let's fucking go. Attaboy, Angie. Bet Sam.
Guys, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the watch on Random Thursday night. Good luck this weekend. Become a premium member if you're not. Do all the things. And I guess Jacob will be there watching the fights with you on Saturday.
I might have just lost my voice again. Play the music, Angie. We making money.
All right. Goodbye. Good night.